Wait, I need to pee.
Nope, too late. That's the first thing people fucking heard. God damn it, Kyle.
Hello!
Fucking fired! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Vanguards of the Horizon. It's been a really long fucking time, like a
Way
month
too
even.
long.
It's been a month
Because
and 4 days.
someone
August.
had to go to fucking bumfuck nowhere, Alaska, because that's such an important state in this country that we live in.
Listen,
hilarious
I
part is he got
saw
closer to
cool
me and Jack.
things.
And by important, I mean the only good thing to come out of there is the oil that we use to burn all the fuel, because fuck the country, am I right? Hi,
I was also in Seattle in Canada.
Just took a left turn to social commentary real quick.
I'm like halfway through a cup of coffee, so I'm a little bit more energetic than I was an hour ago.
Woo!
My cat, the one that wouldn't open her goddamn mouth when I spent 3 hours searching for her today
Now we'll
in
shut
the
the fuck
house. I fucking dug through my attic and my crawl space, and she didn't say a word. I had treats out, nothing. And she's up here now yelling at me.
Love
is
me,
that how,
Jeff.
is that how
Love
that
me.
works? I do. I was very worried about you.
That was your first
Yeah.
mistake.
We're doing great. This is a great stream, guys.
It is a great stream. Anyways, welcome back.
Yeah.
It's been a while. So let's go around, find out who everybody is, who they're playing, and then I'm going to throw everything in the world at Nat to do all the things for the stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nat, hey Nat.
Aren't you glad it's Tuesday, my friends?
God, I didn't miss that.
Yes, you did. Shut up.
The cat
Yeah.
missed that.
I'm the DM. I like the word and the day Tuesday. And the concept. I use the concept wrong sometimes. It's fun.
Indeed. And Kyle.
Sorry, I'm Kyle. I burp a lot, apparently. I play Tay, and he's basically me, but tired.
So you, all the time.
Because it's midnight for me right now.
Yes,
You
it
were
is.
really tactical in your character choice.
I was.
And Senior Hef.
I'm Jeff. I play Ezekiel Kane. He's basically me, except old and cranky, and a little crazy. Well, I guess that.
And the
that
doctor,
fits.
apparently.
He's just a studious
The
man.
Time
And a
healer.
time traveler.
Time
yeah,
healer.
yeah, and a time traveler.
Time to heal.
Yeah,
Indeed.
from a dystopian future,
Mm.
or actually post-apocalyptic. It's not really dystopian. There's not much of a government there. Yes.
And as for myself, hi, I'm Arch. This is my stream. Welcome.
What is it?
Who?
Is it?
It's your boy Arch. What up?
I own your stream.
How dare?
It's my stream now.
Excuse me, Nat. You only own half of this stream for tonight, as per our arrangement. Damn it. I play Vinny and Mako. Vinny being a Ghostwise Halfling Ranger, and Mako being my wolf animal companion pupper, who happens to rip people's throats out.
Mako's pretty cool.
I love Mako. He's my buddy.
I have a pigeon.
I've saved Mako's life like
Fuck
4
that
times.
pitch. Yes, you have. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Mako
So-
appreciates it.
Given that it's been a while, I imagine I should do a little bit farther back of a recap.
Can you just recap everything we've done, Nat?
Almost.
Have a great
Kidding.
stream tonight.
So,
Thank you for the bits, Venom. I appreciate it, and thank you for the wishing of a great stream. It will be.
from a little while back, the party was in the town of Kenneth Roads, where most of the campaigns happened. They made a deal with Trick Foylan, who wanted them to travel north to engage with the Lady of Winter and potentially discredit or kill her. And Avarice, the lord of the town of Kenneth Roads, who also wanted them to travel north to the realm of Urahel, engage with Lady of Winter, and definitely kill her, although she only told that part to Vinny, specifically, for extra reward.
Yeah, I do shady shit, you know.
That's right.
Our friends
my women.
also grabbed their good friend Thea to join them along this venture, and headed up north to the realm of Urahel, where they were very concisely wrapped up into a spinning snow vortex and dumped into the Outlands, which they only learned when they saw the looming tower of Sigil off in the distance. They then made their way to the town of Thebestes, which is a very Egyptian-flavored town. Supposedly the god Thoth resides literally within the city,
Supposedly.
with his ancient library with the answer to any question. Where our little intrepid band spent the night at the Dusty Cistern and ran into an old friend, Corvath Kinslayer, who they detained and interrogated into telling them how he gets from the Outlands to the material plane, because the last time they fought him, he was on the material plane. I told them that he goes through a portal through the gate town of Fortitude into Arcadia, and then from Arcadia into the elemental plane of air, and all the way around to the material plane. A bit of a trek, but they decided to go with that because they had a guaranteed plan for that. And on their venture up north, Ezekiel ran into a spooky well, which he failed to identify, and had a conversation with a wonderful fellow who identified herself as the Fate Stitcher.
I don't remember that.
I do.
Offered to help with numerous different things, and that he should only pronounce her name again if Ezekiel would like help.
Yeah, that's right.
Then, overnight, Corvath got out of his binds and teleported away twice because Vinny is a very good tracker.
Yep.
And ran him down. But the second time, that didn't stick around, and Corvath managed to dimension door away far enough and hide, and they were not able to track him down. At this point, our intrepid band is nearing the town of Fortitude, which is a gate town to the outer plane of Arcadia, which they hope to gain access to. And that's where we left off, right after Corvath had escaped. Everyone's awake in the middle of the night. Blood is pumping, energy high, and it's right about the moment, Vinny, you realize you've lost him. What do you do?
I will turn back around and try to round up the group and try to get us the rest of the night's rest.
That's right, because I'm like halfway between the camp and you on the horse.
And yeah, and Thea and I are at camp still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You also have two horses. Who are named Tony and Frankie.
Me and
Yes,
Frankie. Yeah.
because
Frankie likes
because
butt
Vinny got to
scratchers.
name them because Vinny
Yeah.
tamed them.
I don't even remember what the suggestion was, but I know it was great. So.
All right. So you regroup, get back to the camp. There's a bit of a fire left from overnight. Just a little bit of warmth. It's a little chilly. Chillier than you used to here.
So, you lost him?
Yeah, motherfucker had a bunch of spells ready to go, so
That's great.
managed to give us the slip.
Well, he's gonna be a pain in our ass later on, and I can feel that one coming.
Well, we kicked his
Yes.
ass once, we'll kick him again.
I think we've kicked his ass several times, but it's fine. He'll come back.
At this point, I'm kind of enjoying it.
Eh.
Yeah, I can get down with that. At least the guy's loot.
And I mean, hey, if we see him next time, I'll just fucking kill him, because I gave him a second chance. He said, no, fuck it, I don't feel like dealing with it, so alright, well, you gave up your chance. Tried to do it.
Actually,
There was no
next
glory in killing needlessly. There was much glory in having a rival to boast and fight.
time- Was that Bo?
Was that
That was Bo.
I thought that was Thea for a second.
No.
If
That
we ever
was
talk about glory, it's Bo.
yeah. That's how you know the tag.
Yeah, but you know what's more glorious is when you finally get your fucking teeth right into the throat.
Bo wouldn't know that feeling.
I don't have teeth.
Or throat.
You're gonna have to take my
Or
word
that.
for it then. There's a lot of glory feeling when you finally sink your teeth into your prey.
I shall have a new quest then. Okay. Procure me teeth.
Mm.
That might require killing.
Try not to vomit either, Tay, when you pull the teeth out.
Thanks for saying that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like that's more like a quest for me. So I mean, like, listen, Tay, a favor for a favor. Like, whenever we go hunting again, I'd get you some teeth. You just gotta. I scratch your back, you scratch mine, sort of thing. You know what I'm saying?
You want a back scratch?
Jesus fucking Christ, no.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You're gonna find those teeth buried in your fucking back.
All right, I'm going to sleep. Nothing's fine.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Good night. Who the fuck was taking watch? Was it me?
Oh, I
Don't
woke you
worry.
up as soon as he slipped his bonds. He just
Oh yeah, it was you
he's
watching.
magic. Yeah.
It's
Uh,
not
you got-
me.
You all managed to get a long rest undisturbed.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Which means I get my
Mostly
spell
because
slots
it's
back.
been a month. I don't expect you to remember what you used.
I mean, I had my spell
God.
slots marked.
Oh, I did. I didn't. Of course, I didn't.
I'm so proud of you.
I had used all of my arcane shots.
It's almost like I have a character sheet that has this really nifty spell slot feature that I can just keep track of them with.
It's almost
You
like
know,
20 hates me.
this is too much mechanics talk, Arch. I need you to zip it.
I apologize. My meta has bled through.
All right, so you managed to get a long rest. You wake up the next morning to an early morning light, bleeding over the horizon of this disc-shaped world that you are residing in, on top of.
Are we
Do we
playing
still
Discworld?
have that charm
Yeah.
goon?
Outlands is the disc world.
No, I know. Different game.
Okay.
Hey, now, do we still have that charm boon?
Oh, the thing gave us like the +1.
Yeah.
2 more days.
Damn. It's been like 3 months.
Sometimes.
I want to, before we get moving for the day, I want to pull out the journal, and I want to start writing in it. And I'm going to write the question: have you heard of the Fate Stitcher to Kel Duvall?
Okay. So you write in your journal, which you've ascertained holds in some sort of consciousness of some individual referring themselves as Keldeval.
Voldemort.
Voldemort. Yep.
And you write that in, asking if they know about the Fate Stitcher. And ink disappears. And new ink appears if someone was writing just on the back side of that piece of paper. It says, "The Fate Stitcher is a wily creature. Best to be careful. But she brings many boons. Best heed them."
All right. I close it up and I'll spend the day pondering that, I guess.
Wow, not even a thank you. How rude.
I open it back up and I scribble "thank you," and not
disappears.
sarcastically either. Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like text
The
speech
ink
TY.
disappears, and then it appears. Sure.
Oh, sassy journal.
Plot twist, I'm the one writing the journal. Sure, bitch.
not Tay, Kyle.
Important distinction. Thea addresses you all. So, should we head out for the day? We gotta get to Fortitude quickly, I guess. I'm not really sure how much time we can afford to spend here.
Well, the sooner we get there, the less chance there is for Jackass to set up some sort of ambush on us.
Well, we did hurt him pretty bad last time. I'm not entirely expecting him to resurface quickly.
Huh.
Which kind of worries me more.
Maybe he'll learn to respect those who live on the material plane a little more.
Something tells me probably not.
Probably
yeah,
not.
no.
It's kind of a jackass, but whatever.
Actually, if anything, if I was him, knowing that we were here, I'd probably be making a hightail towards Prime Material Plane to try to get the tower that we stole from him back.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, it's gonna be harder because it's in the middle of the fucking town now, and there's guards. Like,
Yeah.
but the guards are
True.
kind of useless.
It's possible that he
So-
would probably need to know another way into to the material plane.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
we
not-
sealed off the one.
Unless you think we can maybe he can outpace us to this one.
I mean, he can teleport, so he's got at least that much distance.
Wait, did we ever, like, think of, like, how we're gonna get there? Because are we gonna use the way he got there? Because then that's in that cave. Wasn't that closed off?
You caused a pretty minor cave-in, but you're pretty sure you could clear it if you needed to.
Okay.
Unless
Oh,
more
no,
damage has been done.
We got out of that already. We already cleared
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I have a spider on my wall. Oh no, it's a mosquito. Okay.
Wow, what a sexy shirt.
Well,
Like,
I agree that we should be off. There might be multiple ways into the material plane, but we'll have to get to them, and no use sitting around here.
all right.
We're walking and we're talking.
So you're
Yeah.
walking and you're talking and you.
And I'm strumming on my loot.
Oh yeah, you got his fancy loot and his fancy boots.
Can I write that scroll into my book while I'm walking?
I really don't feel like you're gonna have a very good time practicing and scribing a scroll
all
while
right.
you're doing
all right.
overland travel. But maybe I'm the mean DM.
No, that's fair.
Um,
I thought I'd ask.
walking over a few hills, and a few hours pass, and you get to the river. At that point, you know you're only about a 6-hour trek outside of Fortitude. The river is wide and slow and very mild. You're quite certain the horses can ford it quite easily. Do you proceed?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. proceed-
Vinny's
oh.
keeping an eye out in the river because he's aware that there are river creatures that will fuck you over, and he's even more so aware that we're on a different plane of existence where that might be even more so.
Why doesn't Vinny make me either a perception or survival check?
Sure, they're both the same, so fuck it. 14.
Good math. So as you look through the river, you don't immediately make out any creatures. And your friends start to move forward, and you don't stop them because you don't find any danger. But as you're looking around, you catch a spot about halfway through the river where the water seems moving very slowly. In fact, you can see other water moving around this section of water, as if this section of water is heavier, denser.
Hey, guys. There's something
And
funky
they're
going
getting
on.
a little close to it.
Guys, maybe don't. You're getting a little. There's something going on over there, and I point out.
Slow down my horse a little bit to
Could
listen.
Could Tay and Ezekiel make me perception checks?
I just think you're paranoid. And
Tay, you have advantage because of bow.
I do. I changed this so my character sheet always rolls 2 dice, so I don't have to keep doing that because that lags me out.
Oh, do you have the 3D dice turned on?
No, I turned it off.
Okay, I was gonna say I turned that shit. Oh, that's a crit.
Ooh.
You
But
had
-1.
Amazing.
Huh? Did they update Roll20 to show both rolls?
No, there's
I
a
did
setting
that.
you can do to turn that on.
Oh, that's kind
Yeah.
of cool.
It is kind of cool. A little cool, I guess.
I don't have to scroll over it and see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, both of you are managed to spot out this kind of slow-moving chunk of water. And as you look, it's sometimes a little lighter than the water, and sometimes a little darker.
It looks like water. Fancy water.
Well, on another plane of existence, and you're telling me it's just fancy water? You fucking kidding?
I mean, it might be like just like sparkling water, like naturally occurring sparkling water.
Great. Well, we give the naturally occurring sparkling water some wide fucking berth.
Huh.
Sure.
It is rather interesting.
No, Zeke.
You don't want to take a closer look?
No,
Oh, all right.
I don't trust any of the things in any of this place because I don't like any of it.
Oh, all right. It's fine. I mean, I could take some time to detect magic on it and see if it's magical in nature. I mean, if you don't mind.
But what if it's like some sort of underwater monster that like eats your magic as soon as you start casting shit?
Are we wasting our time on water right now?
Are you?
Fine, I'll leave it.
Hey Thea,
Oh.
Thea, how much would you miss Tay if Tay happened to have an accident? Just
Despite everything, he's kind of fun.
I will, just making sure whether or not I
said
should let
I'm
Tay go,
fun.
check out the water.
Benny,
Yeah.
are you listening?
No.
Did you listen? Did you hear that?
I just
Tay,
have
I'm
Mako
also
keep swimming
listening.
ahead.
She said I'm fun.
So who's going ahead?
Hey,
I'm just.
Thea, what do you think about me? Am I fun too? No, maybe.
All right, have fun with the water,
She looks
guys.
at
I'm
you
gone.
and sputters and
I'm stroking my beard.
and
Yeah,
then
don't
she's
do that.
like, and she turns to Tay, and then she turns to Tay and like, should we go across the river? And she moves her horse on.
Jeez, that's showing some gratitude for that. Bringing you back to life.
Are
Benny.
we in the river? Are we like?
You're in the river. Is a fairly discreet section in the middle of the river.
Okay.
I ride my horse across as well. I follow Lenny.
I'm giving it a
Alright.
wide berth, and I have my short bow out with an arrow knocked. If anything tries to jump out or any shenanigans, it's getting an
So,
arrow in the face.
Vinny, you giving it a berth, and you go by and it doesn't seem to do anything. But as Ezekiel goes by,
It eats his magic.
the ooze
Oh, there it is.
rises up out of the water, blooping towards you, and is going to attempt to engulf you and your horse.
Oh, what the fuck?
Do I get
is
to
I
that?
shoot
thought I
it?
gave it. I thought I gave it a wide berth.
It can move like 45 feet
Oh,
and
Jesus.
engulf you.
Okay.
So I need you to roll a straight d20 because I checked riding horses have a +0 dexterity save. I need you to make a dexterity save.
See, it's not-
However,
not
if
your
you make and the horse fails, which it just did, you'll have to be got off the horse.
So I'll get to just do a dexterity. This one.
Yeah.
What? All right, sweet. That'll be fun.
All right. So as you are wading through the river, you and your horse, are you on Frankie or Tony?
I think I was on Tony. That's what I have written
No.
down.
You and Tony get, and this ooze rises up, forming a very sleek cube-like structure, which definitely was not adhering to before.
Do I get my attack
Vinny,
on it?
I'd really like to study that.
Yeah.
I get my attack on it or no?
You do.
Alright.
But he needs to take some acid damage first.
Fucking acid.
It's not naturally occurring sparkling water. It's naturally occurring Jello shots.
So you can't breathe and are restrained, and take a bunch of acid damage.
I'm gonna die to a fucking jelly.
An ooze. A gelatinous cube, I might add. So your horse takes 20 acid damage. It has 13 hit points.
Wow.
It is-
If I take 20 acid damage, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die very quickly.
Your horse is unconscious and dying, disintegrating within the ooze.
That
Let's
sucks.
see how much damage you take. Uh, 25 acid damage.
Okay. As a reaction to that, can I?
You can
I
do
don't
it from
have-
your action, but I'd like to give Vinny his arrow first.
Oh shit! I don't have that.
Vinny, shoot
Yeah.
him.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, so because you're suffocating, the way that works, you get one breath as you're going in.
No,
but
I
once
see.
you-
I thought I had that ability, but I don't have it quite yet, where I can cast a spell and then later take the action to cast it. But I get that later.
Yeah, next level.
Yeah.
So Vinny, you hit the ooze very easily. It's not even dodging.
All right, so that's 9 piercing damage.
All right. Favorite enemy ooze? No.
No. It's not a humanoid. I don't get a second favorite enemy until some other level.
And even when you do, you're probably not taking ooze.
Probably not.
Nothing but oozes from here on out, guys.
Oh yeah, no. Oh no, because you know what it is? It's the next one I get is my greater favorite enemy.
All right. I'd like everyone to please roll initiative at this point in time.
Woo!
Oh, my dad.
I have advantage on initiatives.
2 of you do.
I do too. That's me.
Ooze
Oh,
initiative.
I forgot to click the goddamn character thing, which wastes my time because my thing lags when I try to touch things. Yes, Tay.
When I think
Oh,
about you, I've lost
Ezekiel
myself.
gets 19. Vinny gets an 18.
Yep.
And Tay gets a 9.
Wait, why didn't I not do it with advantage?
Oh, yeah, you should roll again because
God damn it.
math is bad. Math is bad.
There it is.
That's better. Hey, Tay, you're first.
Oh, hi.
Hey, guys, I'm just going to tell you the ooze is being really slow. It may or may not have gotten a negative number for initiative.
So here's the thing.
Thought you were gonna say it's digesting.
Plot twist. I'm gonna shoot it.
So 16 hits easily.
For 11 damage. And then I'm gonna hit it again. 27 to hit. For
Yeah.
10 damage.
You more than quadrupled its AC with that second attack.
Awesome.
It's taken 30 damage all total. As your arrows bloop into it, almost one of them almost hits Ezekiel.
Hi, buddy.
Hey.
Are you done, Tay?
Mm-hmm.
Ezekiel, it's your turn.
Can I attempt some sort of check to be able to cast a spell?
You can cast a spell. Here's the thing: if you cast a spell with verbal components, you expend your breath and you begin dying of not breath, which you die after con mod rounds, and you would not be able to cast another verbal spell because you would not have another breath.
Okay.
That's cute.
Alternatively, you can also spend your action to escape. It's a strength check.
I'm gonna do that. I know I'm gonna cast a spell, and I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave at level 3 from inside it.
Sure. It's gotta make a con save.
Does it
Does
have
it get
some
like a
sort of
negative penalty
disadvantage?
since I'm inside it for the con
It got a
save?
total of 13. I think that fails.
I would hope so.
Yeah, that fails because my saving throw is 15, right?
Cool. So, you, and you feel the ooze into your mouth,
Ew, no.
I rolled
you're
a bunch of
doing it,
ones.
but then you kind of move your hands a little bit together, and there's like a reverberating through the ooze, and it is large, so you quite precisely push it out of you, as you are now free and drenched in oozy acid.
Does that get washed off by the river though?
It gets washed off quickly. I will reduce the lingering damage. Or alternatively, you could spend your movement of, I think it was like 5 feet, to fall prone on the ground.
Underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that. Will I start floating down the river though if I just fall prone? Because
I mean, a little
Just
slowly.
current?
It's not gonna matter much.
well, I'm gonna do that. So
It's a very slow river.
yeah, I'll flop down and
Okay, you flop down and you kind of wash yourself a little bit. Old man drenching himself in a river, clothes a little eroded by acid.
Is Tony okay?
It's not a pretty sight.
The horse
Tony's
is still
super
in there.
dead, man.
Horse is still in there.
No!
He's on death saving throws.
No! Tony!
Ezekiel's dead. It's Vinny's turn.
Alright, am I within range to get... Rewind. Do I know anything about these creatures?
You can make me a Arcana or a Nature check.
Same thing, doesn't matter. 11.
History too. Why not?
I'm not a very smart person. I'm very wise, though.
11. Well, it's a gelatinous cube. What are you trying to learn about it?
Whether it's a smart idea for me to get in melee range. Me, Arch knows, but, me, Vinny, maybe doesn't know. Don't know.
It's not hitting it is not in melee range is not going to immediately hurt you with this type of ooze. That being said, it is a melee combatant. It does things melee.
Right. But
So-
I'm also more effective at melee. So
Truth.
fuck it.
Mako's getting in face.
Mako getting right up in that.
Get it.
Mako's gonna join Tony.
And I have a thing now because we're level whatchamacallit, we're level 5.
5.
Cinco.
Extra? Oh, not extra attack. It's
Coordinated attack.
Yeah.
So that means Mako can make 2 attacks and I can wait. I make 1 attack and then Mako makes 2 attacks. Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
Mako,
So Mako gonna do a bite with
Do a bite, Mako.
advantage.
Yup.
Has it technically taken an action?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I don't get the whatchamacallit for myself.
No vantage.
All right. All right. Mako, do the bite.
Looking for a 6 AC. You hit it.
All right.
It's immune to prone, so I'm not gonna make it make the strength save.
Got it. So it's 12 piercing damage and then
Yeah.
14 piercing damage. Mako, why you hit so hard?
Mako fucking trucks.
And then sword.
Vinos.
18 to hit for 6.
Yep. Fun fact: you would have to roll very badly to miss the ooze.
I'd have to literally roll a 1
Pretty sure.
because I have a +7.
Yep. All right, you walk up to the ooze and lay into it.
I mean, what?
Laying into the ooze, and it takes just a truckload of damage as you start flipping off chunks of this viscous material.
That's
Bloop,
my
bloop,
fucking
bloop,
horse.
You're concerned about
and
the horse.
You actually
Nice.
uncover Tony enough that somebody could spend an action pulling Tony out of the ooze. However, Tony is currently dying and taking death saves from the acid.
No.
So some healing would probably be required as well.
I can't.
Good
do anything.
berry. Just stuff a good berry in its
Um,
mouth.
I use mine.
It is Ooze friend's turn,
Who's friend?
unless
Yeah,
Vinny had more to do.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No.
Ooze friend is going to use engulf on Mako and Vinny.
Okay.
Bloop. Dex saves for both of you, please.
All right. Do I have that thing yet? No, I don't. Okay. No, that's fine. We're both super decks. Never mind, that's a 10.
Is that Mako?
No, that was Vinny.
Oh, and Mako?
That's a nat 20.
26 dex save. I don't think that makes it.
Mako said yeet.
All right, so Mako rolls, but you get your shield arm stuck in the ooze as it's rolling by, and just tears you out of the saddle, and then just bloops you inside as you become restrained and suffocating. You take a breath, and you take 66 acid damage.
Oh, good.
6d6.
Yep. Which is then 25 acid damage. This ooze has not rolled under average once.
Does absorb elements work on acid?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
If absorb elements has a verbal component, though,
It doesn't.
you would be wasting your breath.
Absorb elements
not.
only has somatic.
Then you want to do that?
And what's the
Abso-
thematic?
What?
What's the thematic component?
Wow, Kyle. All right, yeah.
Isn't
I'm
like
gonna-
the top note on the stream about like vulgarity or something? I don't know. All right, so
Something
you
like
you absorb 13 of the acid damage. So you only
Nice.
take 12.
So I take. Okay, so cool. And then my next melee attack is going to be acid charge.
This is the part where I check to see if the ooze outright kills Tony or just gives him a death save.
No.
You have to roll quite well on 66 to outright kill him.
Oh, poor Tony.
Yeah, that's not enough. Tony gets a death save.
Hey Tony, I like things you do.
That hurt me.
Hey Tony, I could would be you.
You're the one and only tiger. Something,
All right.
Something, something.
And then Ezekiel, you were writing Tony, so why don't you roll me a d20 for Tony's death save?
Oh, you're gonna put that on me?
I am.
Take a little initiative. You're gonna make me kill the horse. I don't like
If
this.
he rolls a 1, he's insta-dead.
Yeah, I rolled a 4. Thanks.
That is 2 failed death saves, 1 more, and Tony's dead.
I should get to re-roll the first death save then.
The first one wasn't rolled. It was from incurring damage from the ooze. It's still inside of.
Yeah. If it takes damage, that's an auto fail.
And after 1 round, the horse is now suffocating, which means without breath, which means it cannot be healed unless it is able to breathe again. Which
Lovely.
means you'd have to spend an action pulling it out. Tay, go.
It's always an action pull out.
I'm shooting it.
Get
What,
it.
sir? What just came out of your mouth?
Nothing.
Archibald.
It's your own stream, Archibald. Oh, you hit it.
24 to hit, 10 damage. And second one. Takes forever to load because my computer is ass. 22 to hit.
87 damage. Damage.
You know
I
what?
made it out of clay.
We're gonna action surge.
Woot.
And we're gonna get 2 more attacks.
Oh snap.
That's 21 to hit for 5 damage.
Yep.
Actually, add +1 to all these damages because I have my boon.
Alright, so you're at 96, then you hit it 4 times, so it's actually gonna be 100 damage flat.
Cool.
As you just take a moment of focus and pull on your training at Mount Celestia Academy.
Yeah.
And just
Hey, spoilers.
shoot a flurry of arrows at and set the ooze jiggling. Jiggling. Alright, Ezekiel.
Can I do some sort of check to see how close this thing is to death?
Oozes are really foreign creatures. They're really hard to tell how wounded they are.
It's
Okay.
just,
Is there a way I can cast Cloud of Daggers on it and not hit Vinny or Tony?
You could not hit Vinny. You would have to hit Tony because Tony is the same size as the ooze.
Because I don't have that much health, so I can't take the damage
Vinny
trying to
looks
pull
upset at
Tony
this.
out. I can't pull Tony out, man. I don't have enough health. I'm gonna
it's
start
just
going
an
under.
action. Because you uncovered Tony, there's no roll. You just action pull out a horse, but then you're next to it.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I could spend my movement then.
Alternatively, you could walk nearby and ready to heal Tony when someone else pulls them out, but you have to hope someone else does. Or you could let the horse die. But it'd be your fault.
Don't you put that on me. You attacked us with this thing. God, I don't want the horse to die. I hate this. Alright. Fuck it. I guess I'll go and... Sorry, I'm swearing. Yeah, I guess we're not supposed to be doing that now. I go and I'll action pull the horse out.
You grab the horse by its butt, which is missing some hair now from the acid, and just throw all your weight into it, and it just makes this sucking and popping noise. As you pull the horse out and it splashes into the water.
Can I use my movement now?
To walk away?
Can I use my movement halved and try and drag the horse away a little further?
You can.
Alright,
As you drag the horse away, the cube is going to opportunity attack you.
Oh fuck! I don't. God damn it.
That's a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
It does not engulf you, it just does acid damage. 16 acid damage.
All right, I'm unconscious now.
As you start to drag Tony away, just a pseudopod bloops out of the side of the ooze and just smacks Ezekiel upside the head. He falls face down in the river.
Oh, I like this ooze.
What's your con mod?
+2.
Okay, you have 2 rounds before you drop to 0 and cannot regain hit points from suffocation.
Oh, under
Vinny,
the water.
Hey.
You're in the ooze.
Yep. I don't like it. So,
So you can spend an action to try to escape. It's a strength check. Alternatively, you are just restrained and can't breathe. So anything you can do to get out. You can hit it at disadvantage. It only has 6 AC though.
I literally can't miss unless I roll a 1.
Don't botch.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go with the tried and true. Beat the shit out of it until it stops moving.
That's a decent option.
Yeah, Vinny's pretty hard headed, so.
Like a jello.
Him and Mako are gonna just go to town on this thing again.
Yeah. So Mako can still get advantage because
I am within 5 feet.
Yes, you are.
I'm closer than I've ever been before.
All right. So make your
Ew.
attack rolls with disadvantage. Oh no.
No, that's Mako.
Mako gets advantage. You get disadvantage.
Gotcha. Well, Mako crit.
Make a crit on everything. Literally everything.
Okay.
You don't need to keep rolling. That first one does it.
Oh. I
I
like
like
that.
20 hit points left as Mako tears into this thing, just ripping it into little itty bitty pieces, uncovering Vinny out of the water.
It does that. Mako does that dog thing where it bites on it, just her.
But then like a chunk flies off, and Mako needs another one and bites and does it again until you're free. So you can now take your turn unimpeded. You are
Perfect. Goodberry.
You are not prone.
I'm gonna.
Goodberry the horse.
You
Yeah,
could bury
yeah,
the horse.
because
The horse is gonna die.
Zeke only just dropped, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
Goodberry the horse.
Okay, so you walk over, cradle the horse's neck, bring it above water, and feed it a Goodberry.
Yeah,
And hold it set up so it can breathe.
I'm
And the
petting
horse.
it on the nose. I'm like, it's all right, buddy. It's all right.
So you put the Goodberry down, and there's a quiet moment. And you see it swallow, and then its eye opens like a bat out of hell and just starts thrashing. Absolutely traumatized by the experience.
No,
Accurate.
Tony.
So you're holding Tony as Tony thrashes around trying to get his footing.
I'm trying to calm him.
Make me an animal handling check.
16.
You do a pretty good job. It's still like erratic and frightened, but like not gonna hurt itself. Ooze is dead.
Globe?
Tay.
Globe? Globe?
Ooze is dead. Tay, it's your turn to rescue Ezekiel if you want to.
That's true. You don't have to.
If I want to.
Give
What's
him mouth
going
to-
on with
mouth
him?
to mouth.
He's like unconscious at the bottom of the.
Yeah, he's unconscious,
Yeah.
face down the river.
What has Thea been doing this entire time? We're on the same horse. She's in front. And
Being
she's just
forgotten in the initiative order. That's what.
I'm like, Thea, go help Zeke.
Thea's gonna make the medicine check.
We sit on the same. We're back on the same horse.
Thea succeeds. You're stable.
Oh,
It
right.
lifts you out of the water.
Oh, sweet.
I'll swim over and give one good berry to Zeke, and then I'm gonna give the rest of the berries to Tony to try to get Tony to like feel better.
Huh. I didn't know it was a baptism. I take the time to heal myself, and then I'm also gonna go heal Tony.
I don't get it. What's a baptism?
It's a religious rite,
That's,
a
Yeah.
passage.
I don't. Okay.
It's
So how much do you
from
heal
my
Tony?
homeland.
Tony has a total of 13 hit points.
What's the
Good berries. I conjure up 10
You
berries.
get 10 to heal one piece.
So 9 HP to Tony, and then 1 HP to Zeke.
What's my healing
So
ability
it does
roll again?
4 plus their hit die plus a d6.
Okay.
Plus the
4
number of hit dice, I should say.
plus
So it's your
5
level for you.
6. Yeah.
Did you want to use it on the horse too?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna heal 1d6 plus 6 to the horse,
I mean, that already heals
which
it
is
the rest
gonna
of the way.
heal it full. Which is gonna heal it full. So don't bother rolling.
Okay.
Horse is full. You filled it up with your love.
And berries.
Ew.
How about next time we find something we're not sure about, we just shoot an arrow at it or something? Just to, make sure it's not gonna attack me from
So
the
like
water.
next time when we get to Fortitude and we meet someone to like kind of shift you, want me to shoot them?
Yes.
See, I feel like all this could have been handled a lot easier if a certain somebody wasn't just giving an attitude when I pointed shit out.
I didn't give you an attitude. I was just like,
Yeah, you just
hey,
gave me sass.
why
Which I
are we
mean,
paranoid?
I mean, isn't the fact that you immediately knew he was talking about you incriminating?
Thea, no one asked you.
I'm not saying that it's kind of your fault, but it's kind of your fault.
It's a little your fault.
Who got eaten first? Who got eaten first?
Yeah, you
I
want to
mean-
lead up front there?
Ezekiel got eaten first, but morally, who got eaten first?
I lead Tony to the other shore, and I'm giving him butt scratches on the shore because I know he likes those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Frankie.
Is it Frankie? I thought Tony liked the butt
Tony's
scratches.
like, that's awkward. You're touching my butt.
Oh well, I was on the wrong horse then.
Frankie's the one that's like, oh yeah, butt stuff.
Yeah. I don't watch too much Mindy for this conversation.
I'm still doing it. I'm still scratching the horse's butt. I don't care. You know,
Okay.
I think it helps.
Zeke, there's this thing called consent you got to deal with.
What?
Consent.
I just
Zeke.
got eaten by an ooze thing. I don't. Stop blabbering at me.
If a horse don't like you touching
Scratching
the butt,
horse,
stop touching the
that's
butt.
Fine. That's fine.
All right.
I'm
feel like we
gonna
had this
start
conversation.
speaking about consent and butt stuff at the same time right now. I'm gonna move on.
All right. So.
We move on.
Ahead of you, across the river, is you crest a bit of a hill, and you can look down at a very neatly aligned city, encased by curved, pale white walls that are bulbous at the bottom and curve around into an ovoid with a very mild point, somewhat like an egg. Inside the walls, you can see, is adorned with orchards and gardens and terraces. It looks like approximately half of the space is filled up with just beautiful gardens and plant life and such. In fact, part of you looks at it and wonders if it's exactly 50%. That is the kind of place Arcadia is like. It looks to be a town of almost 10,000.
I feel like that's exactly 10,000.
Maybe.
It's like every time someone's born, they have to kill off with the older ones.
I imagine.
On the closer end of the eggshell is a large, almost arena built into the bottom ring of wall and continuing around. And on the very top end, the little point, you can see just the faintest beacon of green.
This place is too perfect for me. I'm kind of uncomfy.
Do you approach?
No.
I feel like Vinny and Mako are approaching at a slightly faster pace, almost unconsciously so.
So, as you're approaching a little quicklier, wow, not English.
A little
A
quicker.
little quicker.
Aren't your communications-
Mako's foot hits something that clanks, and it rolls a little bit of metal, tink, 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 tink. And you look down, startled a little bit. Mako kind of glares at it like it offended him. And you see a little brass cogwork spherical body. It has little spindly mechanical arms and legs, and you can see a closed eyelid looking up now. Just one eyelid, and it is lifeless. And as you look about through the terrain, that's a few under that tree. There's a few over there. It's almost like somebody took them and started stashing them slightly out of sight, but almost haphazardly.
Are these?
And as
Are
you-
they... Sorry, good.
And as you get closer up to the walls, you can see that ringing the walls are a mild pile of them, except for where there are a primary gate at the on the east and west side.
Are these things from Mechanus?
Why don't you make me a history check
They were told us about this place.
or an Arcana check?
I can do that one, or I can actually do both of them.
I'd also like to do some check to see if they're safe to like touch.
Well, he kicked one. It didn't do anything.
Okay. Oh, I pick one up and I'm examining it, and also doing. I'll do an Arcana check.
Sure.
I got to 12.
So, Tay and Jeff, you can recognize these things as Modrons.
Oh,
Kind of cute.
it's so cute.
It's gonna try to kill me, isn't it?
They're from Mechanus. They're the lowest order of creatures on Mechanus. Why there are so many around Fortitude? That's a whole nother question.
Is it with my 25? Is it? Can I tell if it's alive or dead?
It's very dead.
Oh, okay.
You can look at them and find large gashes across them, or other seemingly almost a very varied account of how all these different Modrons met their end.
Mm.
This looks like a graveyard / a war zone.
Yes. Are the forces of Mechanus attacking Fortitude? Huh.
Well, I think we can tell who won
That's
that fight.
peculiar. Well, perhaps. What if Mechanus controls the city now?
That'd be interesting.
So as you're getting even closer to the city walls, you can hear shouting and cheering. Your path takes you somewhat near the little arena area, and you hear shouts and cheers of excitement. What do you want to do about that?
You said these things are small, right?
I mean, they're small creatures. I mean, they're not. Sorry, they're actually quite big.
Okay.
They're about this big, like a bowling ball. Of
Oh,
metal.
okay. Okay. I take the dead one and I put it in my pack.
It's pretty dense, but you can carry one or two.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the side saddle on the horse, or just something
Right.
so that it's
Okay, you pack it on Tony.
interested with that.
Wonder if it has like guts.
Mako and Vinny are inadvertently making their way towards this arena because this place seems a little bit like heaven to them.
Tay's going where Thea is leading him because Thea is the one driving the horse.
Thea, sure. Thea, will follow Vinny, and as you get towards this arena, you start getting up to a gate, but no one's manning the gate currently, which seems odd in such a serene and well-appointed place. And you cautiously plod in, and you hear the shouting and the excitement from the arena, and you are drawn that direction, presumably.
Absolutely.
And you find your way in an entrance, and as you, it's almost like entering an arena. You know, there's those dark corridors, and the area gets choked by people, all crowding in to this arena, and they're all shouting. They start chanting a name, Brian Legume. Brian Legume.
Who the fuck named their NPC Brian Lagoon? Was this Rethix? Was this Jeff's brother?
Oh, I did Steven buy one? I don't know.
He did not.
I'm gonna take guess it's Alex then.
And you.
Yep.
And as you start to shoulder your way through the crowd, you can see there's a podium, and there's a couple people up there, and one of them is holding a spell that they're concentrating on, and the one individual in the middle is speaking with an amplified voice, and saying that if I'm elected part of the National Council of Fortitude, I promise to uphold peace and
Fucking
justice
political
and
rally.
equality for everyone. On this great day, we shall have our best tomorrow. Vote Brian Legume. Thank you very much. And the crowd goes wild.
Fucking political already.
I seriously thought you were about to say we will have our best Tuesday, and I was gonna leave.
There are no Tuesdays in the Forgotten Realms.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
only Tears Day.
All right, so you kind of realize that you've just attended a campaign rally.
Huh.
Mako's tail is now drooping with a lack of excitement, and if Vinny had a tail, it would also be drooping with lack of excitement.
Huh.
Yeah.
This is fascinating. There's politics in the Outlands.
It's a fucking arena.
I didn't think of it.
Where's the
So-
fighting? The bloodshed.
They have a whole
And-
democracy system,
so-
and it's very interesting. I'd like to maybe ask some questions of lots of people to find out about this democratic republic of that we stumbled across. So, Tay, how about you? What do you think of this?
I don't do politics.
You will in time, young man.
I will not, because it doesn't make jack all sense to me.
So, as you move about the space, you actually find that there are a plethora of campaign signs and posters posted throughout the city. There is a number of candidates listed about. This arena is called the Confessional, and it seems when it's not being used for special events, it is a place where people can come and confess their sins and receive the
multi-purpose
punishment appointed by the populace.
Oh.
Who are of Arcadia, so they're just and right, obviously.
A goddamn elk lodge in here.
I don't
Can
like
I-
this place anymore.
Can I do a history check to see if this is like the type of system that should exist in Fortitude? Like, have I read about this? Is this something new? Like, have the people taken over? Like,
Make me a history check. That's pretty good. So,
pretty good.
Fortitude isn't actually part of Arcadia. It's right outside Arcadia. It's right outside. They kind of tried to emulate Arcadia, but they don't
Okay.
always get it quite right.
Oh, okay.
You did some research on Fortitude, so you would know that they do have an elected system, but the results are not published. The winners form a massed council,
Huh.
which rules the city, and people and granted near immortality, and the new council is only elected after the Modron March passes Arcadia, which normally
Oh.
only happens about every 273 years.
Oh, okay.
Motron March.
Yeah, the Great Modron March.
I relay that to the party.
I don't know what the fuck a Modron March is.
I'm assuming what we saw out there.
And I go. It's like a 15-minute like I'm reading my thesis about this, telling them all about this Modron March and how and just this really interesting how
Yeah,
they
you
like
got-
officials. and
You got a very high history check. So I'll also tell you that Modron March is a little early this year, so to speak. The Modron March normally goes around the Outlands, visiting every gate town, and no one really knows why. And then they also will infiltrate. Oh, infiltrate's wrong word. They will blatantly walk into many other planes in the world's material plane, and make a cycle. They don't really do a whole lot. At least not what you can tell outwardly. But this next one's not supposed to happen for 25 years. And given what you know of Mechanist, that's uncommon. That's questionable.
And so the Modrons march past the city on a very strict schedule. And what's fascinating is this seems to be occurring a little early. Vinny, wake up! Were you listening at all to my speech?
No, I was having Mako take notes for me.
Things keep happening differently in this Outlands.
Tay, a hand taps onto your back, startlingly but lightly, and you spin around to see a well-dressed individual with a rapier off his hip and fine gloves and fine clothing, holding a pile of papers. And he taps you on the back. You turn around, he puts it in his hand and says, "Hello, my name is Jacques Dubois. I am running for council. Please, vote Jacques."
I begrudgingly take his hand and limp wrist shake it.
He shakes your hand most aggressively, puts his hand on top and says, "My good sir, I would tell you that you look like the adventuring. You look like you have quite the tales to tell. I also have tales to tell." He's still shaking your hand. "I have written a book of my misadventures. In fact, we're on volume 3 now. And if you'd like to stop by that bookshop right there, and here's a flyer for a coupon 10% off. You could also buy my works, the Life and Adventures of Jacques Dubois. I tell you, it is a wonderful read. And you too," the points at Ezekiel. I'm sure you would love it too. Here's a coupon. Do you take the coupon?
Yes. I take the
And
coupon.
he reaches out to shake your hand. "Please, my name is Jacques Dubois. Please, vote Jacques."
He's a charming man. I shake his hand.
And as you're shaking your hand, he kind of pats your arm and turns to Vinny. "What was your name?" He kind of...
Mako just growls at him.
Oh, that video was growling.
Hey, I can respect a man who likes boundaries. Trust me, I learned a message about respecting boundaries long ago. So, what's your name, sir? He says from a little farther away.
The name's Vinny.
Excellent. My name is Jacques Dubois. Please,
Yeah,
may I
I
have
caught
your
that
vote?
20 times.
Jacques Dubois.
Yeah, funny thing about that, I don't think we're registered to vote here. I didn't get the memo. We're kind of from a different plane of existence.
I mean, everyone is here. No one. It's all people from all around. I'm sure you could vote. I'm just a little bit of effort. Here's reaches into his pocket and pulls it in a flyer. Here's the hours and times and regulations of our voting office. Do you all need one of these? The hand holds it out to you.
Yes, please. I take one of those as well.
Pulls out another one opposite to Tay.
What's your-
Come on, we have to get out the vote.
Jacques, was it?
Jacques Dubois.
Yeah, Jacques. What's your take on astral travel?
I think astral travel should be free and open for all of us who abide by the laws and regulations of the town.
Well, how do you feel about the masters of Arcadia holding most of the wealth and keeping Fortitude, a little bit underneath
I think
them?
Fortitude is a beautiful, lovely city. I think it's the best city.
Make
Oh.
Fortitude
And I
great
think
again.
I think Fortitude has always been great, and that all I plan to do is continue Fortitude. It's great legacy, amazing legacy. Can make it beautiful, make it amazing. We're gonna be the best. We're gonna have the best town.
I fucking can't.
So please vote Jacques Dubois.
Well, if we could figure out how to vote, I guess you might have mine.
He
You're the
pulls
only
out
person
another
I've talked to.
voting registration pamphlet and hands it to Tay. "Please, sir."
How do you feel about Mr. Lagoon?
Oh, he's just a bunch of hot air and words. He's no fun.
One
That
might
could-
call him
I'm
a
fun.
bean. that was a bad joke. I know. I'll take the paper.
Thank you.
Kyle,
You seem-
that hurt
So,
my soul.
I must be on my way, but please remember the name Jacques Dubois in my books. You can get them right over there.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. What was your name again? I didn't catch it
Jacques
the first
Dubois.
time.
Okay, Jaqueues
Uh-huh.
Du Boudoir.
Oh, Jacques Dubois. Why didn't you just say that? Thank
That's
you.
what I said. I just love spreading. I like my name because it's cheery, it's beautiful, it's lovely, and I just like spreading beauty.
I'm like
what's the name?
wandering off on the
Really?
horse, like slowly, just like sidestepping the horse.
Please vote Jacques Dubois.
Hey, Bo, do you think if I voted for Jacques Buddha, him, do you think it'd bring us glory?
What's an election?
Same.
Yes.
I don't understand your usage of the word "same."
Same.
Pet.
You're hitting my optics. Please, I like to be able to see.
Wait, what?
What?
I'm the bracers of Eversight, not the bracers of sight whenever your hands aren't over me.
Can I hear this? Because that's really.
Yeah, you can
Zeke's
hear
got
it.
a lot to say about eyeballs on a bracer.
No, Bo speaks verbally out. Yeah.
You have eyes?
I have optics, not eyes.
Oh.
Mine are less squishy.
I walk up or I ride up and I try and grab Tay. I try and grab your arm and like pull it closer so I can look.
Why
at
are you touching me all the time, Zeke?
It's just all right. Have it back.
All right, so while they're squabbling, Vinny, how are you feeling about this whole situation?
Disappointed.
Just too much.
I was hoping I
politics?
could make some money and just hop in the arena for like 5 minutes, beat the piss out of someone, get some gold, and then get back home.
Especially Mako beat the piss out of someone.
I thought your disappointment was in that awful bean joke from earlier.
No, me Arch is disappointed in that.
You should go to Rigus. It's the gate town of Acheron, the outer plane of battle and war. You might have more luck.
Oh fuck, we were by there. We could have gone there. Shit.
You were.
Oh well.
Um.
We should probably
But
find out
no.
how to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
There's people all around us, right?
Yeah. There's people around. They're getting out of the event. But they're thinning pretty quickly.
I'm just gonna find someone. Just be like, excuse me. Question for you.
He's got a little pin on his lapel. It says "Vote Jacques du Boudoir." It's a little crowded of words.
Excuse me, gentlemen,
That's the full name.
Yes.
sir.
Yeah.
If you don't mind my asking, me and my friends, we're new to town. We're trying to find a way to get to
Air.
Okay, pause. The portal was in Arcadia or in Fortitude that takes us to the
Okay,
elemental
so
plane
there's
of
a
air?
portal from Fortitude to Arcadia because it's a gate town.
Uh-huh.
Then there's a portal to the elemental plane of air in Arcadia, and then from there there's a portal to the material plane.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh,
We're looking for a way to get
He seems
into...
really impatient.
Sorry. We're looking to get into Arcadia. We're trying to find the portal to get to the elemental
Yeah,
plane of
yeah,
air.
that's great. On the north end of town. I really need to be going.
Sure.
What?
Vote Jackass. Yeah, that was it.
Can you tell us about
Only his friends
Doodle
call him
Bob?
Jack. I really need to be going, and he like basically starts jogging off as a
Go, Mr. Bean.
complicated set of bells and a couple whistles actually.
Uh-oh.
I feel like
is this a musical number?
As there were a complicated set of bells throughout the town, and as you look around, you realize there are 0 people still on the street.
we need to move because this is one of those rules we gotta follow. Where did everyone go? Run! Scatter! Naruto run!
So
Can
as
we-
somebody make an investigation check, looking for some place to be.
I get everything out of the screen.
Jeff, can you roll badly at all? Like
Yeah, I did earlier during that combat when I rolled 5s and 1s, but
That's fair.
definitely knowledge checks, no.
I rolled an 8.
Ezekiel, as you look about, you see a tavern actually built into part of the arena, and it is called Tears. Sorry, Tears of Tyr.
All right, there's a Tears of Tyr. Let's head there.
So as you are going to Tears of Tyr, it's an inn. It's about 100 feet away down up the road. They're just kind of around the arena. As you're going, Kyle.
What's up?
Kyle Low.
Hi.
Gotta live that high life.
That's a 6.
Rip.
As you are going towards the inn, 4 guards kind of come around to the sheer alleyway corners, and one of them holds out their hand and says, "Halt! You are in violation of code 6-2498.
What code is that?
You're out after curfew."
Oh, it's we're new in
It's
town.
like the sun's still in the sky. That sounds weird.
So we're new in town. We're heading for that inn right there.
And that is
Right off
that
the
would have been
street.
amazing and that is fine if you had been there a minute and 21 seconds ago.
Oh,
I'm going to need to take you to the confessional.
can we just pay a fine and go?
That will be determined by the crowd at the confessional.
Uh, um,
Well,
okay.
If you cooperate, we will not have to take your belongings.
Sounds good to me.
what kind of judgments could we face at this?
Depends on the crowd's feeling today.
Oh, all right.
Why is there a curfew in the middle of the day?
We've had some attacks recently.
Oh,
So as they walk you into the arena again, and they ask you to dismount the horses and the wolf.
I'm staying next to the wolf, but I'll dismount.
They ask you to dismount.
Yeah, all right.
And one of them goes and takes your horse's reins and leads them just a little off to the side as you get led into the middle of this large arena with this beautiful steps cut down out of one solid piece, and the acoustics are amazing as you can hear the footsteps from the arena echoing throughout the stands, which are there's about a couple hundred people sitting in the arena. Seems they're riding out the curfew in the stands.
wait, we could have sat up there and
That is legal.
we were just standing over there and that wasn't legal?
That is correct.
Well, how do they get from this confessional to like their homes? Is there like a passing period for the curfew?
So as you look about, you notice that a lot of the people in the stands are actually kind of elderly.
Ah,
As he says that, the young try to make a break for their homes after the events, but the elderly just sometimes decide to wait until the curfew passes in the arena.
How long is the curfew for?
Oh, 3.5 hours.
That's a good time to me.
all right.
So please, which of you would like to confess your sins first?
Sins?
Can we just do that as a group? Like, can we just?
One at a time, please. That is the order in the law.
Huh.
Okay, what? You know what? If this will speed things up, sure, whatever. I'll fucking go first. I don't care.
Okay. So there's a chair in the middle,
Can we say fuck here?
and as you sit in the chair,
Hey, go away.
you are affected by a zone of truth spell.
Oh
Okay.
god. No.
You may make a save against it if you want,
Yeah.
or you can volunteer to fail.
No. What am I making?
I can't remember if it's a wisdom or a charisma save. I'm looking it up.
I think it's charisma.
Charisma save.
3.
You're telling the truth, boy.
All right.
So the same member of the city watch sits down in a little side stool next to you, looks you in the eye and says, and by the way, zone of truth means that you have to tell the truth, doesn't mean you have to answer questions.
Right.
He looks you right in the eyes and says, please, confess all your sins. Your entire lifetime. Start at the beginning. You see that the crowd out in the elderly crowd kind of is paying a little more attention than normal as they look in, and you hear a voice rise out of the crowd. Get on with it!
I need to go pee real quick. I'll be right back.
Do you want to take a quick break so Arch can think of things to say?
We're all gonna have to do this. It's just gonna be us talking for the next 2 hours.
All right, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break while I think of how many sins Vinny has probably committed.
I mean, keep in mind.
I don't have to answer.
Lie. I mean, you can't lie, but you can omit.
I can omit and I can speak in half truths. I assume.
Yeah, as long as it is technically true. All right, so we going on break?
Yep. So we're on BRB. And we're back. I confessed all my sins while we were on the break. Sorry, guys. Moving on.
All right. So the confessor looks you in the eyes, says, "Please tell us about your sins." Some old guy in the crowd goes, "Yeah."
Well, what do you define as a sin here? Because we're from a very different place, so...
Arson, murder, theft, loitering, littering.
I mean, you want me to just give you a list here? Because, I mean, it's not that big of a list.
We like to know some context in our rulings.
So you actually give a fair ruling on it based on the context of what occurred?
We take the context into account.
You know, I appreciate that. And I can't lie about that, so I do appreciate it.
He looks at you expectantly.
Alright, so story time?
Are we allowed legal representation?
No.
All right, well, thought I'd try.
You know, I appreciate it, Zeke.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of that one. And I can't lie about that either, so...
Yes, because no one has ever resisted a zone of truth spell.
Obviously not.
Possible.
So story time, I guess? Let's fucking get it over with. I was born on the streets. I didn't really have anybody to raise me.
Loitering then?
No, I had a house.
Okay.
I had a home. It was taken care of by a rather shady criminal organization who my parents may or may not have been involved with at the time. I'm not...
Somebody in the crowd yells, "Conspiracy!"
Can I finish the fucking story before you start jumping to conclusions? Fuck.
We can say fuck you.
I lived in the house. The criminal organization came a-calling. They had jobs for me to do. I kind of needed to live because otherwise, well, I guess I would have just died and that would have really sucked. I think on the list of things that I ended up doing for them, it was mostly just messenger duty, so, like, really wasn't all that much. There was the case of theft where me and a buddy and a couple other street kids got together. We broke into a, God, it's been a while. I think it was an armory.
Is that this ruffian here? And he points to Tay.
Oh, no. I just met these chuckle fucks, like, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago.
Could you define the term chuckle fucks for the court?
No.
Me, ruffian.
I chuckle a lot.
I'm a fuck.
It's
Yeah.
it's street terminology. There's really no contextual meaning to it other than it just
Okay,
kind of
please
being...
strike that word from the record.
There's a record?
Doesn't seem to be anybody taking record.
Okay. There was the armory. We kind of busted in there, got some shit from that. Did the messenger duty stuff for a pretty long time. Eventually kind of got to me where I really didn't like the life I was living in the criminal guild, because I just...
So, somebody yells out, "When did you start killing people?"
I'm gonna reverse that and ask a follow-up question. What do you consider a person?
The confessor speaks up. A sentient creature, one that has thoughts and emotions.
Okay, so that's gonna be a little bit later in the story then. Hang on, I'll get to that.
Self-defense is a defense, but it does not absolve one of all wrongdoing.
Fair. Alright, I'll get to it then. So there was that whole thing with the criminal organization. I eventually got tired of the criminal life. I wanted to get out of it. I didn't like the way things were going. Found a ranger who kind of inspired me to take up the life that I'm living now. Which is how I met my best friend for life, Mako, here. Been kind of living pretty clean for the most part. There was the one. We did do some murders on some hobgoblins that were attacking the town that we're now living in. They had a big flying air tower thing on a floating rock. They came in shooting shit and basically trying to kill people, so we kind
He
of...
seems a little confused, but he says, "Is that the only instance of you killing sentient creatures?"
This is me, Arch. I don't
Yeah.
remember, but I'm pretty sure that was...
There's the Shadar Kai in session 1.
Oh, yes, there were. No, there was some Shadar Kai people that got teleported in near the same town that we're living in. They had a big castle thing, and they were trying to do some sort of shadow spooky magic with the crystal thing, so we killed them as well. But they, again, were trying to do some pretty bad shit.
Was this murder condoned by the Lord of the Realm?
We were hired to do it by the leader of the town, yeah.
Is this leader of the town just?
From my experience, harsh, but just about it seems like.
He turns to the crowd, and as he turns, they erupt, and you can barely hear the words out of his mouth saying, "How is this man judged?" As they have just 100 voices shouting over each other. You hear people saying you should be drawn and quartered. You hear other people saying it's just a child fling. The drawn and quartered side seems to have more weight than the let him off side. They seem a little sadistic, honestly. And they shout at each other for a solid 30 seconds. Did you have to do anything in that time?
Hey, Nat. I would like to have done two things while he was talking.
Sure. What were you thinking?
The first one is, can I talk to the Fate Stitcher, like non-verbally?
It is telepathic, yes.
Okay. Well, I want to talk to the Fate Stitcher.
Yeah.
Fate Stitcher.
Yes.
I could use your little help here.
What's happening?
We're in Fortitude, standing judgment.
Ooh.
Yes, you see the pickle we're in, and they're asking us to confess our sins, and, well, they don't seem to like us very much. Can you help? Can you help me?
Well, I guess this is the problem with direct democracy, isn't it? There are things to be done. As a weaver of the strands of fate, there are changes that can be made. But they usually start with a small thread.
What's the price?
Do you know anybody in the town that could vouch for you?
Shit, what's his name? Jacques...
Duboudoir? Jacques Duboudoir?
Jacques Duboudoir, I hope.
And as you hear a little aha, and as you say that, into the arena walks Jacques Duboudoir. You hear, "You're welcome."
Thank you.
And you get the sense she's gone.
And then would I also have had enough time to browse that how to register to vote pamphlet and see
You could look it over. It
does it detail how I could become like somebody that might be able to shout and is that something that I could do?
It includes going to a certain building at a certain time and filling out some paperwork. So not in the time frame you'd need it.
Okay, cool.
Would Tay like to do anything in this time frame?
Tay's listening to the people shouting, and like if he hears anything interesting, he's gonna start shouting it too. He's like, "John and Quarter, nah, flogging, 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 flogging."
No, Tay, fuck.
So at this point, the crowd is shouting at each other, yelling, and you see Jacques looking out about the crowd, and he walks forward and puts his hands up, and the crowd quiets. And you do, as the crowd is quieting, you hear one crouching man going, "Damn it, Jacques!" He's going, "Please, please, In this time of turmoil, we must show outsiders rest. They have not always known the calm, wondrous, and great lands that we have. We should pity them for the dangers that they've had to brave. Because out there sometimes, it's dog eat dog, and you have to do bad things for the good people. So I say, for these brave few, these 4 here, and this wolf, we issue them an edict. So that if they break the rules again, it's fair game. But this time, 1 free chance, we give them an edict. It's like a warning. He looks to you and says, it's a fancy word, it's like a warning. So what do we say? And at that point, he catches Tay's hand and goes, yes?
Didn't you break curfew by coming here?
I teleported.
Oh,
Does that count?
that's helpful.
The confessor looks at you. That does not count as breaking the law. He's just really cool.
Sneaky.
I'm gonna say telepathically to Tay. Tay, shut the fuck up.
It's a valid question. I don't want to be the
So,
one getting in trouble.
Please, join me as we make fortitude great. Vote Jacques Bourdois, and the entire crowd starts laughing.
It was already great.
As they call out, edict, edict, edict. And then the confessor looks, you're the only one. The confessor looks back at you and says, it seems the crowd has judged all 4 of you, and has decided to issue an edict. This means that if you do break any of our laws, specifically if you break the same law again, especially, you will be facing more severe punishments and a scheduled confessing.
Do you have a list of these laws that I can have to prove?
You can he pulls out a piece of paper and says little how to register pamphlets. The building here, the building listed here for voting, he hands it to you. You can go and see the Code Legal. I will warn you though, it is not light reading.
How many pages?
You go, hey, Jacques, how many pages is the Code Legal at now? Jacques goes, I believe last update was 2098.
Sounds like a good time to me.
I like reading.
Owen, are you
very dry.
proficient in reading Celestial?
Oh, well, I can.
I can read a lot of things.
Can you read Celestial?
Yes. Wait, can
I don't know.
I don't. I can read a lot of languages. I got a lot of languages.
It is the Pierce language. It is the one the Code Legal should be written in. It is the most exact.
What the fuck? Why didn't I not take Celestial? Can't read Celestial.
I'm pretty sure that's because I think Bo can.
No. They can read
Bonos
Orin.
Arin.
Oh.
I always choose Celestial. I forgot this is the one character I did not pick Celestial.
I think it came up once before as well in this campaign.
Yeah, it did.
So are
Even
we
though it looks-
free to go?
I need to. He points over to a side exit of the arena floor. I need to write up your edict, but besides that, you are free to go. Yes, only a few minutes.
But can we go, or are we breaking curfew?
Oh, you would not be able to leave the building for a few hours breaking curfew. However, the inn that you were headed to is actually within the grounds of this building.
Loopholes. Yes.
But weren't we in the building when we were going to the first place?
No. Well, were we?
Well, you exited onto the street briefly,
Like we were swinging.
which broke curfew.
Oh my gosh, it's so technical.
Middle of the day, emergency curfew.
Now I kind of want to play the game with Confess Your Sins, because I was like preparing the internal monologue that I was going to go through, like cheated on this girl, cheated on this guy, cheated on that person.
So as you explain this to the confessor as he's
That guy.
walking down, you could always break the law again.
Cheated on that guy.
If you do it
cheated on
before
that
I
guy,
write
that
this
guy.
edict, you won't get a heavier sentence.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, how about we
Tay-
just get on with this edict and Tay, shut the fuck up.
Stole that money from my mom when I was 5 years old.
Tay!
What?
All right, so you go sit down at a little desk, and he writes out takes like a scribed edict form and adds a few fill in the blank details. And what was your name? He points to Vinny.
Vinny.
Is that your legally given name?
God fucking damn it. Are you serious?
What's your name, Vinny?
Vino Sloanbrook.
Vinos Lonebrook.
Yeah, you fucking happy?
Okay. Thank you. He hands you an edict. And he writes up, what was your name? Points to Tay.
Taylor Ball.
Taylor Ball. He giggles a little bit.
What's so funny?
Hands it to you. There's your edict.
What's so funny?
Your name.
What about it?
You gonna take this edict?
Not until you answer my question.
If I drop it and it hits the ground, you're littering.
Oh my gosh.
And you, sir.
Ezekiel Kane, and I reach my hand out to shake his hand.
You didn't laugh at his name.
As he's like writing a piece of paper.
Oh, I see. Being disrespectful isn't
He
against the
puts
law.
his hand up
Ah,
after
yes,
finishing
thank
writing
you.
your name.
Thank you.
Here's your edict.
Thank you. Yes.
You are now free to go. Technically speaking.
Let's go, Venus.
I'm gonna fucking rip your throat out.
This city isn't very nice. I don't like it anymore.
I thought I was gonna hate it here, but I love it.
Great, we can leave your ass here, and the rest of us will just go to fuck. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, you forgot to write an edict for Thea here.
As you see that, he's literally handing Thea her edict. He totally asked her name,
Oh, there
and
we go.
she told him and everything, and you weren't paying attention.
Well, what about Mako? Does the wolf get an edict?
The wolf seems to be property of this man.
Ah, wow.
Well,
Please don't let him shit in the streets. That's littering.
some
Well,
would. Okay, you know what?
What about if my owl shits on a person?
That's assault.
Jeez.
Great, so I guess we're going to the fucking inn and waiting to get out of this shithole.
You going to the inn?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
This
you go
is the
to
worst city ever made.
Just think
You
about it
go to-
this way: you could really easily become a crime lord.
That's true. You just gotta know the bureaucracy. Oh wow, that's a little too close to home, I think.
I like to put a little social commentary in my games. Just a little bit.
I know all the best laws.
I know all the laws. I know the best words.
I have the
All right,
biggest
so-
words.
Oh, by the way, Jacques Dubaudois is an NPC provided by Lalix.
Ah,
Aha, I knew it.
Yeah. Not Brian Legume.
Oh.
Who was Brian Lagoon made by?
I just made up a name on the spot. Thanks for insulting my creative skills, Kyle.
he was eating a bowl of peanuts and was like, "Huh, legumes, yeah." Huh.
There are no peanuts. So you get to Tears of Tear, and it is has a lovely view of the arena. Actually, has windows right out from the inn. It's built stone facade built into the arena. And you get inside, and as you are walking in, there's a smell of pine in the air, and a kind of bored barkeep as you're walking in says, "If you want to hang out through the curfew, you got to buy a drink."
Would it be illegal not to?
We would book you for loitering.
Oh, fuck.
You can leave now if you'd like to avoid that.
No, I'll buy a drink.
I'll get them.
Okay.
I pay for a round of beers,
Okay.
whatever
Uh,
everybody wants.
What would you like to drink?
I'll take a glass of whiskey. Neat.
We don't serve alcohol here. We have a we have a wide assortment. We have a wide assortment of fruit-based blends and drinks that are meant to revitalize the spirit.
Thea, was this your idea to come here? Because this is the worst, literally the worst city.
This place isn't too bad. I've had worse.
Wait, what kind of
Actually
drinks?
Trying to kill us.
Thea, there's no alcohol. What am I supposed to do?
One of us can survive without it.
What kind of drinks is it?
We have a variety of fruit blends and revitalization drinks, some elixirs that are meant to improve the your skin quality.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah! You got some chai?
Yeah, you want some? You
Fuck absolutely! I'll have some chai. Thank you.
want some cinnamon in it?
Oh, now you're just talking my language.
All right.
God, that's the first nice thing anyone in this city has said to us.
So,
Who knows? Venus would be the
looks
hipster.
you over. You were out in the confessional a minute ago, weren't you?
Not at all. Nope.
Yeah.
Talking
Yes.
to Vinny.
Oh, well.
And that was some rough stuff he's talked about there.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it. I just, you know.
You know, why don't we call this one on the house so you can't do your tea?
Is it poisoned?
Are you gonna make it a survival check, or do you have an ability that can detect poison?
I'm gonna survival it because I don't have any abilities.
Can Tay roll insight to see if
24
he's-
survival.
Okay, so you can roll insight. Vinny, you look down, you like, do a little taste with your tongue. There's no hint of poison you can detect.
Okay. Alright, well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, I rolled a 3.
So as after he tastes with his tongue, he goes to drink, and Tay, you're just like convinced that's poisoned. Like nobody's that nice here.
Vinny.
What?
Vinny.
I'm gonna fucking cut your guts out.
Vinny. Okay. Yeah. He just walks away. He's like,
Well, what's your most exotic drink?
We have something distilled from manticore venom.
That
Jesus.
sounds kind of.
Whoever that is. Well, is that poisonous to
Not
normals?
if it's prepared correctly.
Ooh.
Was it prepared correctly?
We are very careful in preparing our manticore tail ale.
Well,
It's not an actual ale; it's a misnomer.
I'm sure there are many laws regulating the production of manticore venom ale, and you wouldn't want to mess those up and end up standing out there for judgment,
Well,
would you?
The trick, if you're actually looking for it, to thrive in here is to be really specific, because the laws are really specific. So
Okay.
if you just do something weird enough, the laws don't address it.
Oh, okay.
You're free.
like what? Give me an example. He says from across
Like
the bar.
making drinks out of manticore venom.
Well, I'll give it a shot.
Or like you can be, and being naked in public is illegal, but being naked in public standing on your hands, not covered.
Ah. Okay. What about this curfew? Is there any workaround?
Teleportation, but that's a little hard.
Seen that, yeah.
Technically it does denote walking on the streets, so if you jump across the roofs, you can do it, and through the trees. But that being said, they'll probably try to fight you on it, and you don't want to be resisting arrest. So that one, unless you want to risk it or are stealthy about it, is kind of risky.
All right. Well, I'll take that manticore venom and
Oh.
something nice for these other two.
That's 50 gold?
Oh, well, never mind. I don't. That's
Okay,
little
okay,
rich for
I'm
my
gonna trick.
taste.
This stuff, and he pulls out a kind of deep red liquid.
Mhm.
They make it out of pseudo dragon venom. It tastes the same. Tenth of the price. You want to try that?
Yeah. Why not?
Hey,
5
Tay.
gold.
Tay.
Gotta live a little. I hand him 5 gold.
Vinny.
Grabs them. Pours your drink. There
I
you go.
smell it. I smell it, and like,
It smells almost fruity, honestly.
I want to do like a survival check on it though too, while I'm kind of smell it and
Sure.
swirling it around.
You can also use medicine if you wanted. I'd let you do that.
Nope, I'd rather do a survival check.
So this is a fairly exotic thing. So you're fairly certain it's not going to hurt you?
Okay, well, I start drinking it.
It tastes good. No
Alright.
bitterness like you'd expect out of a poison.
Right.
And you heal 2d4 plus 2 hit points if you're down any, which I don't think. Which
No, I definitely
Oh, you
am.
are.
We never
Oh,
rested
right from the
after.
ooze. So you heal as if from a basic healing potion.
Damn.
So 2d4 plus what?
Plus 2.
All right, I'll take it.
Vinny.
Hey, you should if you're looking to, get your buzz on, you should get some kombucha. It's
I
not
don't
technically an alcoholic beverage, but it does contain an alcohol content.
Vinny, how you feeling?
Fine.
I buy another
Alright.
2 of those to cover our needing to purchase 4 drinks.
Excellent. I should let you know that they become less potent over time. They'll be good for about an hour. Then
Oh,
they-
I drink both of them.
Okay, you heal 44 plus 4 more.
I was almost dead actually. So
Yeah, you were close. He looked. This barkeep looks over at Vinny and says,
Nice.
"Rough story you had there. I don't mean to pry, but I may or may not have had some similar experiences in my life. Not saying I'm you, but I'm saying I'm like you. I know you a little bit.
And you know that kind of shit real sucks, but it's part of society.
My name is Brian. You?
Vinny.
Am I near enough to hear that?
Yeah.
What's your last name, Brian?
Legume. Brian Legume. I know. I try to keep work at work.
Ah, interesting.
Oh, so you're the other guy that was doing the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, I was up on stage a little bit ago.
Oh.
Like I said, I try to keep work at work. This place needs work, It is not as great as people want to say sometimes. And takes people who are a little more down to earth sometimes to understand that.
Down to earth, I get it.
Do
He
you,
looks
Tay?
at you, a
Do you
little
actually get it?
confused.
Like a legume. Like a legume, guys.
Are you making fun of me?
Do legumes grow
No,
close
it's
to the ground?
You making fun of me?
Play on words. Like, never mind.
Is it illegal for me to kick my own friend's ass?
Not if he consents.
And if he doesn't,
Yes, but he'd have to press charges.
fuck.
You should always respect consent, Vinos.
Yo, you've won the fucking talk. You would have sat your ass in that fucking chair, and the first thing that would have blooded out of your ass mouth would be fucking touching a horse ass.
Yeah, I didn't. I might have.
Speaking of which, Zeke,
Might have.
if you had sat in the chair, what kind of things would you have said?
Oh my god.
I don't know if I would have. I don't know if I would have said much.
They don't like it when you're quiet.
Well,
Well, the crowd doesn't like it, really.
We like it when Zeke's quiet.
Anyway,
I give him like a it's like good burn kind of thing. Yeah, it's good.
but it's a little dorky.
Yeah, I'm trying to fit in with the kids these days.
You're not. Okay.
Hashtag shook.
Anyway,
How about you, Thea?
I'm just a little rattled. This place is weird.
That doesn't answer the question.
What? What was the question?
What would you have said if you had sat in the zone of truth?
Oh, AC whips your hair back. I'm perfect. I don't know what you're talking about.
Thea, we both know that's not true. Your biggest sin is that you took this fucking idiot along with us. Gesturing at Tay.
His biggest sin is that pigeon.
It's an owl right now.
That's,
I haven't changed it back.
That's fair. That's
Yeah, that's snowy pigeon. So basically a rat with wings.
Mr. Legume, is there a law against
Please,
resurrection?
Call me Brian. I'm not campaigning right now.
Oh, all right, Brian. Is there a law against resurrection? Is that...
No.
All right.
That being said, if you are executed for a offense and you're resurrected, you are then by de facto exiled.
Ah.
I mean, but
What about-
you fulfilled the sentence. Like you died.
It's in the law because this is a place where resurrection is a very real reality, and they need to respond to that.
Huh?
It's not like when you add magic to a world; it's just the same world plus magic.
What about magic use? Is there any restrictions on the use of magic in your city?
Don't hurt anybody. If you're staying in town for more than 17 hours, you need to register yourself with the Protectorate in case of investigation. But I don't get the sense you'll be here that long.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, we kind of need to be getting back to the prime material plane like yesterday.
Speaking of which, do you know?
How do you get to the prime material plan, you say?
Yes. Yeah.
Technically, we're trying to get to the Feywild, but hops get jump to there.
No. He looks at Vinny and... Okay, I got some ways to help with that, but you gotta keep it on the down low. It's a little less than like.
Nope, you were cutting in and out.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got a few connections might be able to help with that, but you gotta keep it on like the down low. More than an election, you gotta keep it on the up and up.
Are you a criminal mastermind?
I have a few old friends, if that's what you're asking. And that better be what you're asking, because don't let me charge you for slander.
He's a mastermind of things that may or may not be great or bad.
I'm just saying,
You have a body disposal friend you know of? Because I'm about to make one.
I'm gonna preclude myself from answering that question.
Plausible
just saying,
deniability, smart.
Yeah, I could help you, but it'd be a lot of risk on my part, so I'd need some sort of incentivization. More than
what?
selling you a few drinks.
How much money do we have?
I literally have 0 money, so
I don't need your money. I don't need your money. I need your votes.
Oh.
And more importantly, I need that buffoon Jacques Dubaudois into getting a few less. He's an absolute idiot. He smiles and people like him.
I mean, that smile did kind of get us out of whatever the fuck was about to go
Yeah,
down.
he saw. He literally just walked up in front of the confessional and said words, and people agreed with him. What the fuck is that? Is he magic?
It could be.
Might be magic.
You can teleport.
He did.
Everyone can teleport.
Oh, I can't fucking teleport.
I can
I-
teleport.
You should get something for that.
I've tried. I'm not there yet, but
How do you teleport?
I can get it.
I want to teleport.
He just smiles at you. I'm saying, if you made Jacques look real bad, I might be able to expedite your journey.
How would we make him look bad without breaking the law?
Oh, that'd probably be real hard. I guess the trick would be to make it just really weird enough that the law does no idea what to do about it.
Well, you're the mastermind. Any ideas?
I'm gonna leave that creativity up to you.
I'm not creative.
Yeah, but I'm not a player character.
I'm gonna use the power of player character to roll persuasion now.
So I'm just saying.
Hey, Thea, any ideas?
I'm also not a player character.
Fuck.
Yeah, but you're kind of like a player character adjacent.
Yeah.
You're what they call a DM PC.
Brian says, you don't have to. You know, that good conversation. I just feel like you're the kind of people who can get something done. And I'm trying to get elected to this council. So I can do some good. So sometimes you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet.
That is a campaign slogan if I've ever heard one.
It's a shitty campaign slogan.
That's
The public wants a fucking 12 egg omelet to magically appear out of the air, not using any of the eggs, so they can go spend the eggs on fucking other things.
Yep.
Is there other like tables in this bar?
It's pretty desolate right now, but yes.
I'm gonna be like, all right, let's powwow, guys. Let's brainstorm.
Here. While we're talking, do you think you could rustle us up some omelets of some sort? I'm quite famished. It's been a long ride, and all this talk of eggs.
Give me 2 gold. I'll get you some.
Yes, thank you.
It'll come right up. Give me a couple minutes.
Want some tacos?
And you hear some eggs crack and such as you powwow.
Nice. Well,
So,
Are we
Powwow.
gonna try to help this guy?
seems like another person in power is manipulating us.
We can't just try and find the way out without his help.
We don't know their laws, and we've seen what they've done to us already.
Yeah, and he's trying to get us to try to work around all these laws that I haven't read yet. It's going to take me a little bit of time. I mean, I know. Oh, I can't read Celestial, so it's not going to take me any time because I can't read it. If it wasn't Celestial, I could probably read it and be okay.
Vinny, what do you think?
I don't fucking know. Kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't sort of situation.
Right.
well, I'm not sure we need his help just to get out of here, but if he has connections, he might be able to get us to the material plane swifter than going from here to Arcadia to the elemental plane of air to the material plane.
Yeah, problem is I don't know shit about how to politically shit talk without, as he put it, slander. Because all this is probably illegal.
And we've probably already done something illegal. Somebody shouted conspiracy earlier. I don't know if anything gets done here.
Well, what if we were to turn in Mr. Legume to Jacques?
What would be the point of that?
Get his help.
We could try to get something out of Shock. We don't know if he has the connections we need, but I mean, for obvious, he's gonna have some.
I'm
pull.
just spitballing ideas.
Yeah, I'm
No,
not
this-
really one for being a rat.
That's not horrible.
Well, we don't know if Legume is a good man. He seems nice, but this place is backwards, and I don't know. He could be evil.
Zeke, there's no such thing as a good or evil man, or person in general. There's grays of different
True.
shades.
Yeah, but some are worse than others.
True, some are much worse than others, and I don't know.
A lot of people would think I'm evil based on what I've done.
I don't. You've proven yourself noble and honorable, and there's nothing evil about you.
Well,
Just a man that's had to make hard choices.
sure. Well, I don't know about you two, but I'm at least sneaky enough that I could probably get in some way if I needed to. I could probably plant something. Problem is I don't know where this guy's office is. I don't know what sort of shit to plant because I don't understand politics.
There's a lot of variables here that I'm not comfortable playing with.
Yes.
I mean, he did seem to say that we didn't have to help him if we didn't want to. Might be safer just to get out of Fortitude as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that boat.
This place kind of sucks.
It's just we can't play here without knowing the rules. Can't play the game if we don't know the rules.
Well, what was our original plan? It was to head to the elemental plane of air and...
So theoretically, on the far end of town, farthest away from the spire, there should be a gate to Arcadia.
Right.
Sometimes these things are like guarded and taxed and other things, but I don't know about here.
Well, I fucking
Well,
hope not. I don't have any money.
Will Arcadia be worse than Fortitude in the whole law
No.
thing?
Well, Ezekiel, you would know that while Fortitude is trying to emulate Arcadia somewhat imprecisely, Arcadia is a truly lawful neutral place. So fairness is indeed part of that. It would probably be better.
This place is... It follows the laws, but they don't have reason behind them. They don't have fairness taken into consideration. They are laws for the sake of laws, and Arcadia is different. It's laws for the sake of fairness. Is the best way I can describe it. Although I've never been there, so who knows?
So what you're saying is, it's eye for an eye. If I stab someone, they're going to stab me back.
Possibly. That seems like that would balance it out.
That'd be fun.
Be dangerous.
So
But
what I'm
it's-
hearing is that we should just get the fuck out of here and go to Arcadia then.
Yeah.
I think so.
What is everyone's passive perception?
Let's just not get involved.
It's 10 plus our perception roll, right?
Yeah, as if you rolled a 10 on perception.
16.
Mine might be a 9.
13.
And Mako's, if you would like to know, is
I would, and smell applies.
passive perception wise, because I think
So if you get advantage, you get a +5.
right. So that would put Mako at a 19.
Mine's
Yeah.
a 9.
But you have advantage, so it adds 5.
14.
14.
Wait,
You really needed that item. Wait.
Wait, what?
no, go ahead.
Okay. So, as you're sitting around discussing, you're sitting around discussing, who is? It's kind of a booth. Who's sitting on the outside of the booth?
Probably me, because Mako's probably sitting at the end of the table.
That makes sense. All right.
Yeah, I would have slid right in and scooted all the way in. My 3 drinks.
Zeke's an inner booth kind of guy.
Yeah.
So, as you are sitting there at the booth, something sharp rends into your shoulder.
Ah!
As an invisible force slices down the length of your shoulder,
Ow.
The fuck?
just dealing 9 slashing damage as you become aware of some sort of presence to the side, and as everybody erupts into action as blood whips off your arm and you can see it sticking to some sort of invisible tendril, another piece of force slams into the table, launching it into Tay.
The fuck? What is happening?
Which is gonna slam into your face for a little bit of bludgeoning damage. You take
Well,
6
yeah.
bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I just take it. I don't get like a save or anything.
Roll an attack roll. It rolled high.
Rude. Oh, I'm at 25. I should be at 39.
As there is some sort of invisible force assaulting you in the middle of this tavern, Brian looks up, really confused. Says, "What's going on?" I'd like you all to roll initiative, please.
Wait, how much damage did I take?
You
Sorry.
took 6,
Wonderful.
and I'm gonna remember Thea this time.
Oh, fucking 8. Ugh.
16.
All right, Ezekiel gets an 8.
Sorry. Still...
Feeny gets a 16. Tay, are you
Give me a
mathing?
hot
Is it
second.
going? Thea. 12.
Alright, please move out of the way so I can click my freaking character. I already have it selected. Awesome.
So, that was some good rolls.
Oh, okay. It's 20.
Yep. So, Tay, you are the first to act.
What the fuck is there? Can I see anything?
There you can see a blood on something in front of you. You can see the wound on Vinny's shoulder. And you can see the table, which has been kind of smashed against you, applying some force to you sitting down.
I'm going to pull out my short sword and go after the tentacle that I can see.
Sure, make me an attack roll with disadvantage, as what you're attacking is invisible.
9.
That will miss.
I'll try to go again. 7. Yay!
Yep. You swing. You just can't catch any purchase. Do you want to stand up from your seat?
Yeah, I'm going to like move out from the booth and like around whatever the fuck
Yeah.
is there.
You can kind of tell where it is because of the commotion it's caused, so you can circle it,
Most
kind
of
of getting out around the booth.
start yelling. Brian, Brian.
Brian is very confused. It is its turn. It's going to attack Tay. You got out from around. Is you can feel a tendril. Oh, what's your AC?
15.
Okay, as you can feel a tendril rush through the air and insert itself into your gut with force.
I do not give consent. I do not give consent.
And that is 10 that one's piercing damage. And then its other attack is going to be at Mako.
That's rude.
But that's only an 8.
Yeah, not even close.
Mako has good AC, if I remember.
Mako and Vinny both have the same AC now.
Vinny, speaking of which, it is your turn.
Wonderful.
If you would like to attempt to identify this creature, it is an Arcana check.
Sure. 4.
Nope.
No fucking clue.
It's some sort of invisible thing
Yep.
killing you.
And sadly, I can't Hunter's Mark it because Hunter's Mark specifies I need to be able to see it.
That is a little sad.
Little sad.
Little sad.
Alright, well, in that case, Mako is gonna do a double bite.
Okay, so Mako will just be a straight roll because it's invisible, disadvantage, but Pack Tactics
Yep.
equalizes.
23 to hit for 10.
That will hit.
Strength save.
Immune to prone.
Oh, okay. And a 20 to hit for 11. And then I'm at a disadvantage.
Yes.
And I'm gonna hit
Oh,
it.
sorry. That is a non-magical damage. It doesn't seem to quite fully affect it.
Of course. And I'm gonna hit it with my short sword.
Get it.
It's a 12 to hit.
12 misses.
Hooray.
This thing's wily and hard to pin down.
I don't have good
sorry.
magics.
Mako has the magic charm. Mako's attacks are magic.
Mako has a magic charm?
Remember, everybody got the magical charm boon for another 2 days?
Huh?
Oh
That's the same
shit,
thing
yeah,
you-
so that means I should be a 13 to hit? I don't know if that matters.
13 still misses, but you
Okay.
get close. And Mako does a little more damage.
Oh. Shit, okay.
Woo!
I forgot about that. So that.
Yar. Yar.
I'm gonna position myself against this thing. Is it considered a size larger than me?
You get the sense it's filling a medium-sized space.
So that would be larger than me. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my halfling nimbleness to try to get around it out from the booth.
Sure. That's you move through its space, right?
Can move through the space of any creature of a size larger than me.
Yeah. So you just do it. You bloop, 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 and get out around it.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like flanking it with Mako on the other side.
Yeah. All right. Thea is looking at this thing, a little confused, and she pulls out a dagger and just hucks it at it from a sitting position. She has disadvantage,
And it passes straight
But
through and
that-
hits Vinny.
but that will hit actually as this dagger sticks into this invisible thing. For not very much damage, but the dagger helps you track where it's at.
Hooray.
And she squeezes out, standing up in the booth. Brian looks at you all, as he looks at the table that's been flung across the room and the blood on establishment. And says, "Fine, this is not going to end well. You all need to get out of here before the watch shows up. I can cover, but you're not going to want to be here when they get here."
There's kind of something attacking us.
Ezekiel, your turn.
Okay. Shit. There's two things I want to do, but I can't do them both.
Welcome to D&D.
I know.
Only having one action.
D&D,
Be a sorcerer. Quicken
I'm gonna
your spells
cast-
is best.
I'm gonna do Cloud of Daggers on the dagger itself. Is that
Yeah,
gonna hurt?
you can target space.
Yeah, I'm gonna target the space the daggers in, and I'm gonna only do it at level 2, though it's just
That's cool.
4d4.
All right. And it doesn't take the damage till its turn.
Right.
So yeah, there's a cloud of daggers. And it's kind of, you hear a warbled, anguished noise. And actually, Tay, you recognize this because it's speaking Auran.
Oh.
And it is cursing Ezekiel, and specifically refers to Ezekiel as the One.
What?
Neo,
I don't want to be the one.
God.
you're the chosen one.
Alright.
All right. Did you want to do anything else, Ezekiel?
Can I like scramble up the back of the booth and like into the next booth over?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I do that.
It's got an opportunity to attack you.
I didn't. It's that close. I thought it was out on the like. I thought I was on the inside of the booth.
The
and
booth
it's,
is
like, on the other
basically
side of
one
the
square.
table.
I mean, how big is a booth, really? Is it a
I've
5-foot
been in
cube?
pretty big booths.
It's gonna attack you.
Opportunity attacks.
Crit.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
You don't have shield?
No,
Does
because I
it-
fucking cast an attack on it.
You take 17 slashing damage as it slices down your back, ruining your robes.
Good thing
Cool.
you healed.
Yeah. Are you gonna try to move towards the door at this point?
I mean, yeah, I guess because I still have some.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll move out into the center of the
Okay.
room, away from this thing.
Yep. Tay.
I'm gonna move over to the bar and
Okay.
like
It doesn't. It only has one reaction, so it can't outweigh you.
reach over and like grab a bottle of whatever and chuck it at it
Oh,
in hopes it gets wet and I can see what it looks like.
All right. You grab the darkest, most opaque liquid you can find. Do you have Tavern Brawler?
I do.
Okay, so just use your longbow. It'll be the same attack bonus,
Okay.
but it'll do less damage. All right. So roll me. You hit it. Oh, but you have disadvantage. Roll. Oh, that is 2.
Yeah.
Those are some good numbers.
Yeah.
Roll me a D4 plus your dex mod for damage.
Plus 3.
Boo-doo, 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 boo-doo. Hey! As you chuck the bottle, tumbles, it smashes right next to the dagger, and gets this dark amber liquid across it. And you can see its form, although I'm going to show you a picture, although what you see is probably a little more beer colored. Looks like this. The thing killing the person, not the person.
All right.
I don't like that.
You have extra attack. Do you want to throw another bottle?
No, I'm gonna start moving towards the door.
Sure.
Alright, let's get out of here, I guess.
Get to the door. Its turn. It's going to. Yeah, it takes 12 force damage. It's taking 45 damage. And it's going to attack Mako.
Mako, and Mako.
What is Mako's AC?
19.
That'll hit.
Jesus
Fuck.
And
Christ.
again. That'll hit.
Stop it.
No. 16 slashing. One more.
Uh-oh.
That'll hit.
Uh-oh.
11 slashing.
Mako's down.
Okay.
Mako only has 20 HP total.
Is it? You can hear it saying in Auran. Destroy the defenders. Kill him.
It's talking to itself. It's egging itself on.
Yes, it is. Mako is down, but
Yep.
not out. Vinny, your turn. So if you heal Mako, he still gets to take a full combat of actions because he can technically act after you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna take...
You want to know who to thank for this NPC?
No.
Because this one's Rathix.
Rathix!
Wait, Rethix made an enemy NPC?
Yeah.
An
That's
anemone?
mean. That's so mean, Rethix.
I'm gonna take out my potion of healing and pop it in Mako's mouth.
2d4 plus 2.
Alright, hold on. I gotta delete this off my inventory now. Yeah. Oops. What the fuck? 2d4 plus 2.
Now, what was that?
4 plus 2. I was enjoying the song.
Okay.
So that's 5 HP, so Mako's back to 5.
Alright, so Mako is at 5. Would Mako like to spend half Mako's movement to stand up?
Yes. And then...
Alright.
So is this thing, like, visible now? Did the splashy
You
liquid...
can tell where it is. It still technically has the invisible condition, so it's disadvantage to hit it and advantage to hit you.
Gotcha. Alright, so then normal attacks for Mako because of the advantage.
Yep.
And Mako can only attack once because I did not use my action to attack.
This is true.
Nope. 11 to hit.
It just... You get the sense this is some sort of air elemental.
I kind of figured. Okay. That's...
Would you like to mount Mako?
No, because this motherfucker hits Mako again. I'm just gonna fall my ass down again.
That's fair. Thea's turn. Thea is going to reach her hand out towards Mako and invoke some healing.
Healing?
I knew we brought her along for some reason.
What class is Thea?
Mako heals 18 hit points.
That puts him back at full.
I thought
paladin?
she was like a
Paladin,
fighter.
maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
she does
paladin.
that. She does that notably at distance.
Um,
And then she dives off away from the booth, and it's got an opportunity attack her as she makes her way towards the door.
Paladins can't heal at distance.
They cannot. And she gets hit for 5 slashing damage.
Thea cleric.
Oh, what the fuck? It does low damage to her.
Dice, bro.
Damn it.
That brings us to Brian's turn, who is rooting around underneath the bar for something, and as he goes, the gate's on the north end of town. It's a green flame. You just run into it. Get out of here before they find you. Come on, Matt.
I had to get my fucking dog up.
Quicker.
I only
and
get
as
one
he says
round
that-
turn per round.
As he says that, he pulls a quite large greatsword out from underneath the bar.
Nope.
Little dusty. And he's like,
What race is this guy, by the way? I
He's
missed
human.
that. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was another halfling like trick or gnome or whatever trick is.
nah, he's a human.
Yeah, I know you like your gnomes.
I do like my nose.
Yeah.
All right, Ezekiel, it's your turn.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself, and
Sure.
then I'm gonna move my 30 feet towards the door.
Okay, you can get even out the door. It does occur to you that curfew is still going on, so if you walk outside, you're breaking the law.
Of course I am.
That being
I'll,
said-
I'll stop
that being
at the
said,
door.
Brian did suggest you do just that. So
I guess I'll. No, I'm stopping at the door. I'm not going out
Okay.
on my turn.
okay, Tay.
I'm gonna summon Taya and send them to like run interference in front of the Flecker
Sure.
thing.
Sure.
And just like stand at the door ready to go whenever we can. We need Mako up and ready to go, but I can't help with that.
Mako's
So,
up and
I'm-
fine.
but like you're not next to the door.
No, not
We
yet.
only need to go together.
I mean,
So-
Mako is like twice as fast as the rest of you, though.
Yeah.
True. So in that case, run interference and then open the door. I'm gonna start running.
Okay, you can get a chunk out the door. Yeah, luckily, as you look around, actually, high or low?
Hi.
86. There are no town guard around. So you just start booking north.
Come on, Zeke.
Its
I'm
turn.
coming.
It's going to make one attack at Vinos.
After it takes its 13 damage.
It
Suck
will
your
take
invisible
13
thingy.
damage. It's then going to move out of that because it forgot to do that last turn.
I noticed that.
And a fucking owl right in its face. Ooh, ooh,
And it's going to attack Vinny for 22 to hit.
There's an owl right there. Ooh,
Yep,
ooh,
that'll hit.
ooh, ooh.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I forgot about the disadvantage from the... dude, that might miss you. It's going to roll just one die, not two.
Why is it disadvantage?
Because the owl is running interference. He spent his action to basically distract it.
Oh.
Ooh, ooh, owl. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Like a help action, but not in the book.
Is
That's
there,
only 14.
is there a chance
No.
the owl scared it to stay in the cloud of daggers?
No.
It's an owl.
0 chance.
Just backs up back into it.
But that only applies to its first attack. It's going to make a second attack against Vinny. That is an 18.
No. I have a
Hey.
19.
Oh, yeah, that's medium armor, shield plus defensive, right?
Yep.
That's pretty good. And it's going to try one more time.
Stop it.
That's 22. That'll hit.
Stop it.
For 11.
Okay.
Are you up?
Yep. Yep.
It rends into you. And, Tay, you can hear it say, "They're getting away. Can't let them get away." Actually, you're out the door. Never mind. You hear wispy words that you can't quite make out.
I can listen to the owl.
That requires you to spend an action
I
and
know.
lose your senses, so
I
probably
know.
not while you're running.
Can I just like throw one ear over there, like what? The...
And Vinny, that does put it next to you, so if you run away, it'll get an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Disengage action.
That is an option.
Look at that face.
That's the face of somebody making decisions.
Or poopy.
Our horses are outside, right? We just like tie them up
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
hitching post.
Yeah.
Did they shit in the streets that we have to clean up?
You don't know yet. You're not outside.
Littering.
Tay, you see some litter.
Yeah, I guess we'll disengage.
Okay, so that means I'm a little fuzzy on mountain combat rules, but I believe both you and Mako have disengage.
Sure.
Actually, no, I think just Mako has to. Because you'd be considered force movement from Mako, which
Yeah.
doesn't provoke.
I mean, I'm climbing on his back, so.
Yeah, so you climb on Mako's back. That's just half a movement. Mako disengages. What are you doing with your action?
So we run out the door
Okay,
to catch up with the rest of the group,
we'll catch up with Tay. But yeah.
right? Because Mako's got way more movement speed than me.
Yup.
And then I'm going to, as an action, cast my first level 2 spell. I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace.
Ooh, plus 10 stealth. Don't leave a trail.
Because if we're going to be
Nice.
running through a city breaking the law, we might as well try to be hiding it.
Pass without trace is pretty good, guys. It's a good spell.
It's a really good spell.
All right. And what's Mako disengaged, right? So that's a turn.
Yep.
Thea's gonna run outside, swing onto her horse, cut the rope tether, and start moving.
While Taya's like climbing on top of the back of the horse.
Yeah.
We
No,
share a horse.
Gonna a ride. No. You guys each have a horse.
We only have 2 horses.
She has her own horse.
Oh, I thought you guys were sharing one the whole time.
Yeah, I
Oh,
realized
so.
that after the last comment. But no, remember, she had her own horse. That was the whole point of contention in the beginning.
Yeah.
And Vinny rides Mako. Everyone has a mount.
Oh yeah.
Mine's just way
Oh.
cooler.
Oh, yeah. So, she swings up. But if you want to swing onto her horse and leave Frankie behind, that's allowed.
Don't you fucking dare.
I'm not even trying to get behind.
Okay, but her horse is going to try to be stealthy. With a +10.
All of us should. Super stuff.
That's a number.
A number. Indeed.
Brian, you see, so Ezekiel, you're still at the door. You see him swing over the bar, slap the greatsword in his hand a couple times, and spin his entire body around and swing at this thing.
Okay.
And he seems to strike true. And he seems to wound it.
Okay. Is my turn then? I'm going.
And then it's your turn, yeah.
I'm going to cast slow on this thing.
Sure. That's a wisdom save?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Man, we busting out all the high level spells now.
That's an 11. It
That is
fails.
Yeah.
It's slow.
And then I run out the door and hop on Tony and take off as far as I can.
Get out.
Tony.
All right.
Yeah, get out of
So
there.
between the slow spell and all your mounts, even with Tay having to go back a little bit to grab Frankie, you guys are gonna outpace this thing easy. So at this point, it's getting to the gate without breaking curfew. So I'd like everybody to roll stealth.
+10.
You do get a +10.
Do we all get a +10?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone.
Everyone.
And you
Good.
leave no tracks or traces of your passage.
That's me, so that's a 30.
It's just a 30. No big deal.
And then for Mako,
I was playing a level.
I got 26.
I
Mako
was
got a
playing-
34.
a level 40 campaign the other day.
Oh.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, you were saying.
And my spell save DC was 29,
Oh my god.
so people would roll like 25s and fail. It was silly.
God.
Level
But yeah,
40.
those are some good numbers. Lowest is a 20. So you all go out. The horse is on almost full tilt gallop, but very quiet. At this point, Vinny, you are able to use your urchin background to help find a quick way through the town.
You remembered.
I do. I'm decent at that sometimes.
Please, Papa. Can I
But
have
somebody needs to make a investigation check or survival check to lead the group with Vinny's assistance, big from his background, helping, giving advantage to whoever rolls to find an optimal path that is less well traveled.
I want to
get-
try it.
I get 7 on investigation.
Zeke should try it.
And then
Alright.
watch as I fail it.
Roll investigation with advantage.
Oh, well.
Those are. That was higher than your stealth roll.
Good
You got
enough,
a plus
yeah.
2 on the stealth roll. Yeah, you lead like deftly. Even the very ordered sense of the town just clicks in your brain. It makes sense to you how this is arranged, and you immediately, even without traveling these roads before, know when to turn, when to keep going, what paths are going to be more well traveled. You find yourself cutting through orchards and terraces that are a little overgrown, definitely not traveled often, and you find yourself looking across a courtyard, an open courtyard, to a large green flame that beacons up from a few steps, and on either side of the city is a town guard. What do you do?
Keep going.
I say we gallop full tilt into this portal. I mean,
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
All
one
right.
choice, man.
So I would like 1 second. I'm gonna look at these riding horse stat blocks real quick.
I'm gonna pull out my bow and arrow and ride and like aim if they try to move in our way.
Yeah, if I wanted to hurt these guys, it'd be really cool to like ride in a lead and cast like a thunder wave right as I get next to them and like blast them out of my way.
All right, so I would like everybody on a horse to roll a athletic check for the horse. The horse gets a +3. Vinny, you can use athletics from Mako.
All right, so 22.
This is an attempt to full tilt straight into the beacon before the guards have a chance to react.
Well, my horse rolled a natural 1.
Mako got an 18.
And so did Thea's horse. Unfortunately, as you were bolting, just full tilt out of this unused terrace, leaping over a low fence, the guards looking around, just confused because people don't just gallop down the streets like bats out of hell in Fortitude. It just doesn't happen. But as you're going, you're feeling good. One of the guards starts to step forward and hold their hands up until you point your bow at it, and your horse balks at the creature, at the person in front of you, and it slips on one of the stairs, and its hoof scatters, and you feel a crack underneath you.
Oh no!
Tony's legs breaks.
No!
And you go spilling out onto the ground about 10 feet in front of the beacon. All four of your friends, 3 of your friends, into the fire. What do you do?
I'm going to try to recover and run right into myself.
All right, make me an acrobatics check to recover from the fall and just take that momentum
Look at a little
forward.
tumble in.
Yeah.
$23.
Just killed my motherfucking
And
horse.
as Tony's back leg just breaks, you turn to tumble sideways out of the saddle, grabbing your bag even as you go, rolling, and as you do a full roll, springing forward, and as you're throwing forward, one of their glaives swings down just behind your back foot. Ding! As you dive into this green flame. And as all of you dive into the flame, you feel it hurts a little bit. Like this almost cleansing fire moves down you, and you feel something funny. You feel almost a little forgiven. Just a little bit. It's a weird feeling to get from a fire. And you appear tumbling out, galloping forward and tumbling out into a field, and overlooked by a large spiring mountain, not as tall as the spire that Sigil stands on top of, with 2 gems. The one facing towards you is emanating the darkness of night, and you can see on the other side of the mountain it is day. And those 2 gems just rotating counter each other. A very neat and orderly line between day and night you can see moving in the distance. You're in the middle of a field. It looks like the trees are planted in ruler straight lines. The irrigation lines of the water are pristine, and they curve a little bit artistically but perfectly, and it's a little uncanny. You don't see anyone about, but the fruit on the trees, as they ripen before you, right at their perfect time, as they get to just the same color every single time, these identical apples just get floated down to the ground and laid to rest in a perfect haphazard pattern around the trees, just so any creature might pick one up. But it's all perfect.
What? Fucking sucks.
So your friend Vinny and Ezekiel, you see Tay sprawling on the ground with no Tony, no horse.
You killed the fucking horse, didn't you?
It's not dead. It just has a broken leg and it's on the other side of the portal. So
Yeah, well, I'm not going back through there to get the fucking horse. Get on fucking Tia's horse. Let's go.
It should be noted that there's no portal you came through. There's
Oh.
nothing. There's no return.
So
Not
it's dead
here,
to
at least.
us. Rest in peace, Tony. Sorry you broke your leg.
God damn it. All right, whatever. Let's fucking go.
I climb up behind Thea.
That was exhilarating, wasn't it?
I don't know if that's the word I would use. I'm You got more of that healing?
A little bit. I don't run around with a ton of it.
On a scale of 1 to full, I'm at like 12.
She heals you for 2.
Since when can you heal people?
God damn it. All right.
I'm a woman of many talents.
I feel like that's new.
No. New to you.
But like, why? How?
Look, I am a secretive person sometimes.
Too secretive.
Hmm.
Maybe we should enter the zone of truth.
Look,
I mean-
I do not want to go back there. That place was fucked up. And actually, as she goes to say, she goes to say fucked up, she actually says ducked up somehow. As it seems that word has been censored.
Oh my fucking god.
This is interesting.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Holy shirt!
Wait, hold up. Is this actually happening?
Yeah.
We actually can't curse?
Yep.
Vinny says nothing for the rest of this voyage.
This is a load of poop.
I'm not speaking. I'm not doing it.
Oh, come on, Arch, have some fun.
Alright. Get your booties moving.
I already don't like this place. Send me back. Where's the green flame? Hey, let me back.
We should probably get some rest.
These in alphabetical order.
We should probably get into the town. I don't like this.
Oh, hang on a second. I want to, I want to do a knowledge arcana check, or just some sort of check to see if this is actually Arcadia. Like,
Yeah, it's making an Arcana check.
because I have my suspicions that guy lied to us about which portal to go through.
Yeah, this is Arcadia.
Okay.
You would also know with the 20 that on Arcadia, it is the plane between lawful neutral and lawful good. So it is neutral, but it skews good. That's why it cares about fairness and such.
Okay.
And
You'd
cursing.
also know that you can't curse in Arcadia. You also know that all creatures can't be frightened and are immune to poison and disease here.
Even us?
Everyone, anyone who walks here, while they're
My seasonal allergies are cured.
yeah.
Oh shit, I need to move there then. Actually, no. I will take the seasonal allergies so long as I can say fuck.
Duh.
As Vinny says, duck.
No, that's me, Arch.
No, you can't say it either, Arch. This stream is now censored.
we gotta get a fifth person to just sit with like one of those beep button, like the editing buttons.
I know someone who would enjoy that.
So the invisible stalker survived. I get to keep this.
Yeah, well, we could have fought him with it. We would have had to fight a bunch of guards or go stand in front of that dumb judgment council again.
Yeah.
No, I like the Judgment Council.
I don't.
I got two of the NPCs in.
I wander off. Well, I'm assuming we're walking.
Yeah. As you look around Arcadia, you do see some towns dotting the landscape. They are, the Fortitude was built, with that oval shape, and it was roughly geometric, and like it was very particularly laid out. This place is like, Fortitude approached perfection in the architecture and the geography and the percentages and such. Arcadia is like that magnified right to the edge. So it's perfect to the 17th zero.
Okay.
Everything is exact, perfect, particular. All the towns, the buildings are built exactly as they should be geometrically. They're very sterile to look at.
When we go by riding, I'm gonna like pick a leaf off one of the apple trees and see what happens.
So you pick the leaf off the apple tree, and you get it in your hand, and then as soon as you blink, the leaf's back on the tree.
Can I pick up
Take
an
it
apple
again.
from the
You
ground?
pick up an apple. So as you pick up the apple, this goes into your hand, and as soon as it's in your hand, another one from the tree starts growing at an accelerated rate, and within about 10 seconds is a full fruit and drops in to replace it.
But I have an apple in my hand.
But you have an apple in your hand.
I bite
But I
it.
can't pick a leaf.
I bite it. I bite the apple.
The apple is ducking delicious.
Tastes like duck.
I bite it non-symmetrically.
So you
You're just
bite
like
it.
gnawing, like chipping
So
at it with your bottom teeth.
You bite the apple kind of awkwardly, and it still tastes good. And then when you look down on it, it looks like you took a perfect bite of the apple.
This place ducking sucks. God dang it!
Fate Stitcher.
There's no answer.
What was that? Was that because I asked for your help? That attack?
There's no answer.
Spooky.
So Ezekiel, because you're researching the outer planes, you would know that in the outer planes, unlike the outlands or the material plane, time and space are they do not operate on the same rules.
Oh fuck.
So while you may
Yeah.
see a town off in the distance, walking towards it may not be how you get there.
Oh. I don't know. Okay. Well, this is gonna sound crazy. Batshit crazy, in fact. But I don't know how to get to these towns. It's funny here. The space is funny here. It's not right. It's warped.
Do we know where we're going?
No. Thea?
We're just trying to go trying to find a portal to the elemental planet air.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, Bo, any ideas?
Yes. I have traveled this path before with Corvath.
Yes.
Oh.
Up on the mountain, which determines the night and day, on the the cardinal directions don't quite work here, but on the slope that's facing away from us, there is a very small cave, which you can go into.
Thanks, Bo.
How do we get there?
Normally Corvath would tell everybody in the party of the hobgoblins we had to really think about being there as we go in. But they weren't always the best at it. Sometimes he'd have to like yell at them, and then they'd grumble about him, and then they'd end up in weird places. I think one time we ended up in some counseling center.
Huh.
Do we need to know where there is, or just your description works?
Just think about being there. I don't really know how it works, but I know I've seen someone do it.
What happens if I start thinking about really pretty people?
You'll probably be, I mean, the plane seems to, roughly speaking, take what you think and take you to the thing that is needed by that thought.
Oh. So maybe we don't have to go to the plane of air. What if we thought of the Feywild?
You could try that. I don't know the kind of perils that might be in the way of getting into that portal.
We don't, but we could try it. But whatever you do, don't think that you need to pee.
Well, I
You
mean,
you actually all think about it and you realize that your bladder seems to be very quiet here.
I had to
In
pee
fact,
before I-
Ezekiel, you had to pee before you got into the fire, and you don't anymore.
that's true. Wow.
Oh,
I mean, I have to pee a lot. It comes with the territory.
so what you're saying is, if we think about a Feywild portal, then maybe we'll pop up near wherever the hell it is that there is one.
Potentially.
Because that sounds a lot more convenient than having to go back the roundabout way.
We can try it.
Wait a minute, how's this gonna work with the horses and Mako?
I don't know about Mako, because Mako's a little smarter than them, but I don't think it really listens to to non-sapient creatures.
That's gonna be a problem.
I mean, you still count while you're riding them.
So they'll go with us if we're riding them?
I don't think they'll separate you.
I would hope not.
That'd be very chaotic. This place is very lawful.
That's
All
fair.
right. Zeke, Vinny,
Yep.
Mako, Thea,
Yes.
Bo.
Yes.
Think about the Feywild.
Should we like hold hands or some
And
shirt?
we should. Bo says you should probably walk too. That's important.
Yes. We're still
I think-
away from the mountain thing.
I think walking is how you tell the plane you want to move somewhere else.
Oh.
I start thinking about the Feywild and I start walking forward.
You know, I could do with some
mean-
rest.
By walking, I mean I tell Thea to start moving the horse forward.
Ezekiel, do you need to rest? I suppose it's probably safe.
I'm rather injured still, and it's spent a bit of my magic. See,
But see,
this seems safer than anywhere else we've spent in this.
Thea looks at you,
place.
Vinny, and says, "What do you think, Vinny? You're kind of the leader."
I beg
Well,
to
it's
differ.
a democracy.
Thank you, dear.
She looks at you too.
Zeke, wasn't it you who was saying that some of these planes kind of have wonky-do time shit going on?
Oh yes.
So maybe us camping here is not the best idea?
If we get another battle, I don't know how much how useful I'll be. Is what I'm trying to say.
Well,
I could use some rest.
Well, but then we're risking wasting a lot more time than could be. We could end up back in the prime material plane and it'll be 5 years from now.
Well, I mean, I've done it before.
Your words, not mine. But
I will say Corvath never rested overnight in Arcadia.
Huh.
But that could be because he was probably considered vermin here.
And everywhere.
Sometimes he'd be nice to me.
Oh, I'm nice to you.
Yeah, it's nice.
Listen, I just not. We don't need to spend all day here. Just some time. Maybe a short time.
Short rest.
if you think we can risk it, then all right.
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
I swear, if we go back
you-
and it's like 100 years from now, I'm gonna be fucking pissed at you.
You get a short rest undisturbed in this orchard.
Okay.
I'm eating an apple.
There's food available.
I'm gonna spend so many hit dice, let me tell you.
The apples give you nourishment for the day from one bite.
I'm spending all my hit dice.
Go right ahead.
I can keep spending them until I get to full health,
Yeah,
right?
you can do one at a time.
Well,
All right.
And you might get your con mod in every single one.
I am back
Oh,
to full
yeah.
health. Wonderful.
24. Yeah.
Wish this would
31.
lag
Yep,
all the time.
that'll work. And arcane recovery. So I get. Oh, rounded up, sweet. So I can get a 1 level 3 back.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Oh, and Pass Without Trace is still on.
this is true.
Because it lasts for an hour.
But nothing seemed to disturb you. It seemed to disturb you.
Because Pass Without Trace was on.
Obvious.
We were so sneaky.
Obvious. All right. So after that short rest, are you all going to link hands and think of the Feywild and walk?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, ride technically.
Feywild.
We all
All right.
link arms and start skipping.
And that
Where-
is following that yellow brick road is where we will cut the session for today. I will say you are all going to hit level 6.
Woo, woo.
I think I
anything,
get
So anything you get from hitting level 6, you comes fresh. So like the hit points you gain are already filled in for those of you who are not at full hit points.
All right.
I
And
get
spell
ability
slots
score improvement.
Become extra.
Yeah.
But before we start looking at leveling up, why don't we wrap up the session?
Yes. So let's go around, find out where we can find everybody online and what their favorite part of tonight was, and then we're all gonna duck off. I ducking hate this.
Oh, come on, you don't.
No, I do. Me, Arch,
Really?
thrives on cursing to
I'm just like you, but isn't it kind of fun?
spice up my... No.
I
don't-
like it.
I don't like censoring myself. I had to do that working at GameStop, and I hated it.
That's fair. If it makes you feel any better, it probably won't last very long.
I hope not. So, let's start with Nat.
It's always me first. Never have time to think.
I'm going in order based on layout.
Oh, is that why I'm always the cursed seed? All right, so I really enjoyed the introduction of Brian Legume as the second time in the inn. That was fun to kind of slide that in there. Particularly, I really enjoyed Jeff's reaction when he said his name was Brian. He was like, that was fun. That made me smile.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah. Oh, I didn't expect that, and then after we've been talking 10 minutes, oh, it's that guy from earlier.
Yeah.
Snuck up on us.
And where can we find you?
Oh, I'm at CrimeNat on Twitter. I am the Tuesday DM. And I tweet a lot of D&D stuff. I'm a nerdy.
True. And Kyle.
Been a while since I've
Hi.
done one of these.
So my favorite part of tonight was the confession thing. I thought that was really funny and really cool, and I kind of wish we all had to do it. But
It's just the time thing, honestly.
yeah, it would have been kind of funny to watch all of us do that. But
Maybe I should have let a second person go, but whatever.
it was great, cool shit.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I was more.
Nice
I was asking to see if I could get just some help lying to the truth spell like that. I didn't expect this guy to show up. I liked that.
Yeah.
So you can find me at Alan Devitt. No, it's not. I changed it. It's at Kyle Alan Devitt, my full name. On Twitter. I'm on the Prison Pals podcast where we're gay and nerdy, and I think our next episode comes out Tuesday. Yeah, we have a new episode coming out next week. And then next Sunday, I'm on a charity stream at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be on the Non-Toxic Gaming Twitch channel, where we are doing a 24-hour live stream of D&D games to donate to mental health awareness. I forget the exact charity, but my game is with Aram Varshan from God's Fall podcast, so I'm playing with him.
That sounds fun.
It's gonna be so great. Can't wait. My guy has a charisma
So-
of 5.
You're not specifically playing yourself for 24 hours, are you?
No, I'm playing for only 3 hours.
That's not as fun.
6 different games. There's there's an ASL game on Saturday.
Ooh, that's cool. What time is that? I want to watch that.
I'll tweet it out.
Cool.
Cool. Alrighty, and Hef.
Hi, I'm Jeff, and I'm logging into Twitter because I don't remember what my thingy is, but I should say it. It's at house _ I need to change it.
Yes.
I'm on Twitter.
I'm on Twitter.
I really liked the council. I really liked that mechanic. It was frustrating, but also I liked the the just overbearing bureaucracy bullshit stuff because I deal with that in a day-to-day living and part of my job, and it sucks and I hate it. So
Gonna say there's a reason that part being under that particular oppression was optionally very brief, because I know that for myself and a lot of people that can be very frustrating.
it's super.
Which is supposed to be, but I don't want to make you live in that space for very long.
No, I spent 5 years in the Navy, and it was that for 5 years was just BS bureaucracy. So it was great. I liked it. You nailed it.
Okay. And as for myself, you can find me on Twitter at arch_DND. You can also find me running the Lucky Die podcast Twitter account, which is at TLDpod. If you're not listening to TLD, what are you doing?
Is that like the tagline? You always say that.
Yes. That's kind of my thing. See, Kyle's even wearing our shirt. Look at that logo. Look at that beautiful logo. I love it.
It's pretty.
I love that logo.
Should have Why doesn't it have numbers on it besides the 20?
Because the rest of it's supposed to be a skull. Like, just
Okay.
kind of...
Okay. I can excuse this.
Listen,
Artistic license.
Jason did a wonderful job with the art.
It's pretty. I love it. It's good.
Don't add him.
I had a question. That's all.
My favorite part for tonight was... I don't know. I kind of like that there was starting to be a connection between Vinny and Brian before we were so rudely interrupted by a tentacle monster.
There was a bromance going on there.
Yeah.
All right, I changed my Twitter handle. It's at Pain, and it's PAINE.
Sure.
Pain was taken, and I'm too lazy. I'm not putting numbers.
See, now it just sounds like you're being like a Naruto weeb.
Oh, my last name.
Or just like a BDSM sub.
Mm.
Oh my god.
That's a little more accurate.
Right. Well, anyways, yeah, that was my favorite part. Thank
I'm
you.
glad you enjoyed that, Arch.
No. If you're talking about Jeff's joke, no. Stop it. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you to those of you
We'll
watching.
talk about it later.
I'm gonna stab you.
Let Arch finish. Why do you just have that?
Because I have restless hands, and I tend to finick around with whatever is in front of me, and the thing I most often have in front of me is my pocket knife.
I play with Jorah Mormont.
I spin my pens, guys. You see it sometimes.
I click mine and move it back in hand. Yeah.
I mean, I could also be just spinning my D20 dice ring, because that's also a thing that I have.
I mean, you were doing an outro, though, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm doing an outro. Thanks for watching. Thank you to those of you watching on the YouTube. As always, these videos get uploaded a day later because Twitch has a thing with stuff where I can't legally do it till like 24 hours later.
I didn't
But
realize that was a legal thing.
yes, it is part of me being an affiliate.
Huh.
If I wasn't an affiliate, it wouldn't matter. But because I'm an affiliate, I have to wait 24 hours.
Interesting.
But yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and now we should be back on a regular weekly stream, so you can catch us here every week, starting at midnight Eastern Time, assuming that nobody else decides to fuck off to the shittiest state in this country. Thank you for watching.
Wait, who went to New Jersey?
Wow. Wow.
Fuck off. I know it's shitty.
Listen, at least we have New York.
That's true.
Alaska
New
doesn't even have New York.
Isn't that great. New York is not that great.
I mean, New York has New York. New Jersey has New York adjacency.
Yeah, which is still
Newark.
better than Alaska. Because the only thing Alaska has is Canada, and nobody wants that.
I'm just gonna keep
And
railing
oil
off
and gold.
your outros.
What does Jersey have? The shore?
I mean, it's a pretty nice shore. Anyways, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye!
See ya. Have a nice Tuesday.
Every fucking time.